Welcome back, everybody, to the Clown Shoes Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody.
My dog's not making noise. Let's see how long that lasts.
She's right under the recording equipment.
Yeah. I am one host of the show, Yoshi. I forgot my name.
You're half a host. I'm a full ghost.
Yeah.
And Shark.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Hello, everybody.
And this is the Clown Shoes Podcast, as I just said. So.
Yeah, like earlier.
Where we talk about whatever our silly minds think. Mostly movies, though.
It's a mostly movie podcast.
Yeah. We'll switch it up from time to time, though.
Yeah.
Next week we're going to talk about our favorite cereals. So get ready.
No, we're not. Because then you're gonna be telling people all these bad things about me.
I will say something about your cereal.
Just say it, man. Just say it. Say what you had to say.
Min Shark here.
Yeah.
Believes that cereal should not be in milk.
I don't believe that it shouldn't be in milk. I just don't like it in milk. I think it's better without it. You can have it in milk if you want, but it's better without it.
And then when I'm like, oh, this cereal is really good, because but she's like, I don't like the milk, though.
I like milk.
You don't get the cereal opinion.
Don't lie.
You don't get cereal opinions.
Don't lie. I like milk.
Yeah, but you don't like cereal
I like
milk.
cereal. I don't like cereal in milk because it gets soggy.
But that's part of the point.
I don't like soggy cereal. I don't like soggy stuff in general.
Whatever. We're not going to get into it. That's next week's episode.
He's going to start tweaking. It's not next week's episode. He's fucking lying.
Let's start off with something. I love one of the things we do on the show, right? Is we talk about how one celebrity crashes out like each week. And this week it's
mainly my best friend Elon Musk. Elon Musk, if you actually want me to stop talking shit about you.
Oh shit, Doc Ock fell.
No.
Our new thing
you can send me $1 million, and it's okay because I know you have it. So
is he fine?
Yeah, he's fine. He's okay.
We're putting figures on the set of the show. The set.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not.
He fell. He's not very stable.
What was I saying? Yes, celebrities, right?
Yep. Suck.
And this one, nobody crashed out this week. Last week it was JoJo C when she pissed in a fucking litter box.
Insane stuff, man.
Yeah. Did you see she said fuck lesbianism or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, she doesn't want to be gay no more, guys.
Like on Lesbian Visibility Day or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
She has a girlfriend, but who I'm pretty sure broke up with her because
they broke up. Yeah, they broke up.
Yeah, because she was getting grinded upon by some random guy in the show.
Yeah. The most bland man I've
He's
ever
like
seen.
also 32. And she's like 20.
Yeah, that's
which is like, I know she's not like a kid, but like it's JoJo Siwa. It's hard to not see her as a kid.
That's super cool.
It's hard to not see her as a kid, and I'm like 2 years older than her.
Yeah. I feel like if I met JoJo Siwa, I'd be like, damn, you're like as tall as me. What the fuck?
Yeah. But like, I don't know, man. It's just it's crazy stuff, man. It's crazy stuff.
But we're not talking about JoJo Siwa this week, even though she did do all that stuff we said.
Yeah.
We're talking about Katy Perry.
I hate that bitch so much.
So
man. I hate it. Yeah, listen. It's not even like the shit now. I hated her. She came out with the fucking song. What the fuck is that song? I kissed a girl and I liked that man. Fuck you, hoe.
You don't like that song?
No, I'm homophobic. No, I'm joking. I just don't like that. It's just like
exploitative or
yeah.
Okay.
And it's like I'm just a straight girl being gross.
Isn't she bisexual though?
Huh?
Isn't she bisexual?
No.
No? We're gonna have to fact check that because
if she is, I'm kicking her out. She's not allowed. But also, it's just very much like, listen, it's just very much giving like, look, guys, we're kissing.
And you liked it. The taste of her cherry chapstick.
I mean, shut your ass up. You see how she started already?
Yeah, she's already going. But so this, I guess
I don't fuck with her.
In this week, she started her like world tour or whatever, and basically what her world tour is. Have you seen any clips from it?
Yeah, I have. I saw that one. I saw that one. Oh my god, you've probably seen it if you've been anywhere on the internet and like you know anything about it. But it's just like her, like she looks so sad. It's like grinding on the ground until you like dancing. She just looks so like it's done. I'm sure there's like 3 people on the crowd. There's
so much like going on the stage, right? But like none of it's good. Like
no.
So here's some of the issues that people have had with the show, right?
Yeah.
Choreography's bad, like really bad. Like I'm not a man who like knows anything about like stage choreography or anything like that. I mean, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is. There's a point where she's like running on the backs of like her backup dancers or whatever, right? But she fucks it up every time. And like it's not like one step per bag. Like she's like flying through a couple of them and like doesn't really like land properly on her feet. Or
what
whatever.
the fuck?
Yeah, she's like she's like singing with a shit in the toilet. Like there's one where she's like there's a frog.
What the fuck she got going on, man?
Yeah, but like it's not choreographed like very well. It's called the Lifetime tour or whatever, right? She just wants to do what Taylor Swift has been doing for the past couple of years with the Eras tour,
which is not gonna happen, man.
No, because
it's not happening. Not for you.
Y'all are not on the same level. I don't know how you thought you were, to be honest.
Not in the slightest.
No, because you are two different people.
Listen, I'm not even like a big fan of Taylor Swift or anything.
No, not really.
But like,
she's got some bangers.
Yeah. Also, she has so many fucking songs.
Yeah. Also, she does have like different eras of her music or whatever the fuck.
Literally, she went from country to pop to like just like a little bit darker pop to like
Yeah, right now she's
mainly
like
pop actually.
Yeah, she's all pop, but like she's doing like folk stuff now and like I don't know. I think she definitely has eras to go through.
Yeah, no, like obviously.
Also, the fun thing about like Taylor Swift, I feel, right?
Also, she's been doing this since she was like 13, hasn't she?
Yeah, but the fun thing about like Taylor Swift to me, and like bad for the environment with whatever her jet. Let's get that out of the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like her songs have lore. I think that's fun.
Some of her songs are not even about her. It's like about her like OCs, which is really funny.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious. Also, like I like Taylor Swift lore.
Guy's a big Taylor fan. He's a big Taylor head.
No, we have a friend that's a big Taylor Swift.
No,
fan.
she really is. She's a big Swiftie.
Yeah. And I love that when she like puts music on the car, I can like ask her like, all right, so who's this about?
Oh yeah, because of the different boyfriends.
Yeah.
Listen, there's a lot of things to like to like and dislike about Taylor Swift. Her having many boyfriends is not one of them. Like who cares? Who gives a fuck?
I like the lore.
Slay.
Yeah, so I can't wait for her to drop the Travis Kelce breakup song.
Oh boy. I hope they don't break up actually.
But back to Katy Perry, right? She's not in the clear.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like
it's embarrassing.
I don't even know like what she's doing on stage, and I know she's crashing out because it's been in a downward spiral for the past like year for her.
Yeah, because also I think she like really thought that like that whole going to space thing was gonna do like
I think
something.
Well, part of her like thing, her like performance, right,
mm-hmm.
is kind of like space galactic theme or whatever, and I think she thought that was gonna be like a big selling point for her because of the space like X thing. Space, what is it? Blue Ocean Blue? Fucking
some shit like that.
Yeah.
We don't do research on the show, by the way.
No, fuck that. And then, actually, we did do some research right before we started.
Don't lie. It's not real research.
Yeah. But, like, that... I feel like they came up with this choreography, like, so last minute. Or she didn't practice. Maybe because she was going to space also. But, like...
Yeah, but also, it just seems like she's, like... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe she's not having like the turnout at her shows as she thought she would, or
it reminds me of, was it last year or the year before that J-Lo was doing like a tour?
Oh my god, yeah, and like 10 people showed up.
Yeah, and nobody was there.
So funny.
Bitch can't sing.
Nope. She's you know what? She's good for like romantic comedies. I said this, but I don't think she's anymore. Like she had like that girlish like look to her before, but now she doesn't. So it's
no,
like,
I mean, J-Lo's not a selling point. If anything, I'm like,
you know what I mean? I mean, better than some.
Yeah. Yeah.
Schumer.
We watched that train wreck yesterday, and it's so good except for Amy Schumer.
Like, she's like the biggest, like, worst part of it.
Yeah.
But, like, everybody else is great.
LeBron is my favorite part of that movie.
Like, the fact that he's actually, like, a co-star. Like, why is he actually so integral to the plot? Like, what?
Yeah, but, like, as I said, Katy Perry, what do you think she's going to do next? Like, what's next for her? Like, what stunt does she pull? Or do her shows get worse?
She's either going to do some, like... This will happen, right?
Yeah, you think she's going to do, like, another stunt?
I think she's either going to do, like, another stunt and, like, try to be relatable to people and shit.
Yeah, I'm just a girly girl's girl, and we're women empowerment.
Yeah, she could do that. Or she could, like, actually, like, donate to, like, a charity and, like, become, like, hire a better PR team and they tell her to, like, do better stuff and, like, people will like her more, right?
Well, that's the thing.
Or...
Like, here's the thing.
And, no, wait. Mm-hmm. She could turn the other way and go religious.
I thought about this too, because I was like, there is a crossroads here,
and it would work.
And one of them is religion, isn't it?
Not for like anybody else. Like nobody, like her past fucking like like audience would not fucking eat it up. But like
no,
religious maggots, of course.
Yeah, she'll be like I denounced the song because the girl and I liked it. I didn't like it.
I didn't like it. I was in a dark time. It's like
no, I think she'll try to like. She'll do like one more stunt, and then if not, it's like, where's my MAGA hat? Because that happens a lot. Just like you don't get the reaction you want, and you're like, I know who will give me a reaction.
But also, like, it's because the mega people like just give so much money. Did you see about the lady who like called a child the N-word at a park? And she's like getting donations now to protect her family, and she's got like $300,000.
I should do that.
No. Also, she like upped the donation goal to like $1 million, which is really funny.
Yeah. Our country's a good time right now, guys. A good time. And by good time, I mean please.
Anyway.
Yeah. So that's Katy Perry. I'm excited to see which celebrity we have on the show next week.
She's dumb. She's cringe, and she was here. She was our guest in the show. So bye, Katy Perry.
Yeah. We had a trailer this week. It's an A24 movie called The Smashing Machine. Mm-hmm. It's based on a UFC fighter called Mark Kerr.
Oh, okay.
And you saw in that trailer.
Yeah. And
it's starring one Dwayne Johnson.
And you might be like,
who's
bitch,
Dwayne?
Please.
Who's Dwayne Johnson?
Fuck you mean Dwayne Johnson?
New talent, Dwayne Johnson.
Like, listen, it looks interesting.
Yeah, I think it looks good. Like, it's
very clear to me, however, that he's trying to he saw that
rebrand.
Yeah, because he saw that people are just like, he plays the same character in every movie.
Yeah,
and he's like, no, I can be something else. Dude, you're playing a fucking wrestler in your new movie.
Well, what else do you give this guy?
I know, but like
it's so weird, right? Because like I would say out of like the wrestlers turn like actors, right? I would say he's probably the most successful, but he's not. Yeah, I mean, come on, Fast and Furious, Jumanji's, fucking Black Adams.
He's not the best.
Yeah,
actor though.
That's what I was gonna say. He's definitely not the best actor. He's not even the most charming anymore. I think John Cena's really charming.
Dude, John Cena's one of the most charming actors. Period.
Yeah. Like, by the way, the wrestler turned actor is Dave Bautista.
Oh yeah, King.
Yeah, and I'm not just talking like drags. Like his performances in anything.
He's just good, man.
Yeah.
What fucking stupid ass movie was he in? He fucking was he in Army of the Dead?
Yes.
He was the best part of that movie.
Yes, because that movie's not good.
No, that movie's ass, actually.
But
you know one good Zack Snyder film that is zombie related? Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead, but it's a remake also.
Yeah, I know, but like you would think that like obviously he can do whatever. Like it's easy because he has like he has the source material right there. Apparently he can't do that either. Remember DC?
No, yeah, but they gave him so much free reign in those movies. It's like that's what fucked it up. Why are we talking about this? He's a good like stylist, like director in terms of like visuals, but like he's not like a writer creative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Batman v Superman's ass.
He has good ideas. He just isn't good with story. You know what I mean?
No, I really do believe, and I don't want to like. I've made my peace with him at this point. Like
fair.
Because like that movie, Batman v Superman, is so bad. But like I'm also 24 now. Like. I can't keep like screaming about this movie. You know what I mean?
It's over, man. It's over.
We're about to get like a new Superman. Like, and I'm
so excited.
I'm free. You know what I mean? Like my hell is over.
Finally.
So like
I can rest.
And like he's had his own personal tragedies, and I like all that stuff, right?
Yeah, we don't like to shit on him. Honestly.
I don't, because I think he's a good director. Because Watchmen I enjoy a lot.
Yeah. And
like I think Man of Steel is also good for the most part.
Okay.
But that also has like input from like Christopher Nolan and stuff like that. So,
it's different.
Where was I going? Oh, Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, this just seems like a rebrand for me. Cause like wasn't like the last thing he did like Red Notice or what? No, what was it? Red Santa. Where's Santa? Am I Santa?
Oh, Red One.
Red One, yeah. But I've seen people being like, is Dwayne Johnson giving an Oscar performance? No.
Be for real.
He's just playing himself again.
Yes, but like,
look, look. The prosthetics looks good. He barely looks like himself, to be honest, in the face. But he's still a homunculus man.
Yeah, the prosthetics had me like, wait, hold on, is that him? Holy shit.
Yeah, they look good, right?
Yeah. It's actually surprising.
Yeah, but it's just him still. Like.
Yeah, no, it is.
It is just.
But like, he might honestly slay at it. I don't know.
Do you think this is gonna be his best performance ever? Mind you, he did the Tooth Fairy, and the Game Plan.
Yo, the Game Plan.
Yeah.
I might have lied.
Yeah.
That's probably his best performance.
That's what I'm saying. See, you don't remember these movies.
No.
Yeah.
You know that about me.
Yeah. The Game Plan, cinema.
insanely good.
Yeah.
The Tooth Fairy is annoying as a movie.
Is it? I haven't seen it in a while.
I think I watched it like last with my mom, like on a random like Tuesday or some shit. It's just like, no.
Yeah. They should make a game plan too. That's what they should do. To game to plan.
To game to plan.
Yeah.
From gamer to razor.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with Dwayne Johnson's career as a new up and coming actor.
He could do a really good job in this movie.
I think so too, because I don't
like dramatically.
So like because like I don't think he's like not charming. There's also been like some stuff that's come out about him, just like his behavior on set, like pissing in bottles and shit like that. Because he does like 14 different things a day and works out for 15 hours. So
he worries me like as a person.
I think he's gonna pop like a pimple. Like
no, like he worries me as a person because like he's how old is he? He's like 50.
Yeah, he's like 50 now, like 50 something.
And he just like he does so much all the time, and I don't think he very much enjoys everything.
No, I
think he enjoys acting, but I don't think he enjoys like keeping the weight in the same way like that he's been the entire time.
You mean the physique?
Yeah.
I think he actually loves that part. I don't think he enjoys the acting as much.
I think he enjoys the physique. I don't think he enjoys the process of it because that shit
he enjoys
awful.
Oh, the human growth hormones he takes? Or like what are we talking about?
No, I'm talking about like the constant like, being at the gym and doing this and doing that.
I think that's just part of his life though. I don't know that he hates that.
I feel like he doesn't know anything else. At this point?
No, because that's what he's been doing since he was like a teenager. So
yeah, so like for the past 40 years, this is your entire life. That just sounds so sad.
I guess. I mean, it's just his life. I don't know. I just didn't think he's like putting enough care into any of his projects because he produces a lot. He has a lot of like hold on like these projects. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
So,
that does make sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this could be a not changing, like a turning point for Dwayne Johnson, the third.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Johnson. Come on, man.
It's so, but like I just feel like it's so funny to remove the Rock part out of there.
Come on, Dwayne.
Like anybody knows who he is outside of
Mr. La Roca. Let's be serious. Like it's not like is he trying to like get away from like his fucking wrestler persona?
Well, he can't
in the wrestling movie. Like
it's weird because like he'll be like doing this, right? He'll probably do like press tours for this, right?
Yeah.
And then that same night we'll be like WrestleMania. Because he owns like part of WWE.
And he's currently in the middle of something. Like they're in the middle of a fucking storyline, I'm pretty sure still.
Yeah. Is so John Cena done or?
I think no, absolutely not. We'll see that. Nope.
Right, we'll see. All right.
I'm not keeping track on it because I have things to do.
Yeah, I have a job. Like
I got school, guys. Like
I'm employed. GTA 6 has been delayed from this year till May 26, 2026.
When I found out about that, I nearly fucking jumped.
I jumped up and said, "Yippee!"
Why?
I don't know. I don't care. Like,
I'm so sad.
I don't understand why anybody still even had hope this game was gonna come out this year. It was very
because they said.
Yeah, but like, obviously not.
I know, but come on.
Yeah, I don't even think that might be the last delay. I think it'll get delayed a second time, to be honest.
It's not even the second time. It's the 20th fucking time, dude.
No, because they revealed it in like they've like officially revealed it in 2023. That was the first trailer we got. And then this is the only time we've gotten news from it. And it was just like, it's not coming out this year.
Dude, we're gonna get fucking World War 3 and no GTA 6? Come on.
I'm happy.
Why?
No, I don't know.
Do you like seeing me suffer?
No, I don't know. You can't even play. You don't have a system that can play GTA 6.
You do.
I see.
Yeah.
I mean, what does she want to say? That's about it. All I have for just GTA 6.
I'm so sad. Please, can we hurry the fuck up? No, you know what? Don't hurry up. Take your time.
Yeah.
Finish the game.
You want like a finished game that's like good, you know? Do you know the character Sergeant Rock?
No.
Yeah, nah, I didn't either. But well, apparently his movie has been canceled. DC. It was in pre-production. It was directed by Luca Guadagnino.
Okay.
Guadagnino.
Okay.
Guadalupe.
Guadagnino? I don't know.
I don't know. He directed Challengers, Queer, Call Me by Your Name, Bones and All, the Suspiria remake from like 2018.
Guy's kind of based.
Yeah. So gay shit, you know, gay shit.
Yeah.
Is
he gay?
I don't know. I know.
We'll never know.
I know that they had cast the role already, And then like the same day it was announced like DC is shelving the project.
Who did they cast?
I don't know his name, but it's the android who plays Andy in Alien Romulus.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Yeah. I looked into Sergeant Rock just a little bit, right? And he just seems to be like an army guy. Imagine Nick Fury, but he never became like the head of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Then.
Yeah, I don't know, but apparently he's been on like Creature Commandos and like Suicide Squad. Clearly it's just a project like they wanted to make. Like somebody had Luca had an idea or something, and pitched it to DC, and he's like, well, we'll see where this fits, you know? Because like they're making like a Clayface movie and stuff like that. So obviously they're like nothing's out of the question right now.
Okay.
So I think that's kind of cool. Well, I thought it was kind of cool. It's canceled. So
Jober.
Well, it said shelved. I think it really depends. Like we'll see how some of the upcoming DC movies do. One more piece of news before we get into the
movie of the week.
The entree, as you will. Deadpool. Well, Ryan Reynolds is in early development for a Deadpool and X-Men movie.
Ooh.
So, how do you feel about that?
I like that.
I like that too.
But
no, I think the Deadpool team up is good, and the X-Men or whatever, right? But like, this it worries me that like the X-Men, they like think that like, oh, people don't want to see the X-Men, they want to see Deadpool. You know what I mean? Because like you can also just make an X-Men movie. Maybe
they're building up to that in some way.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, like universally, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want like. We'll see. This also feels to me like it's gonna be like after the Avengers movies that we're getting. It'll be like Deadpool joined the X-Men officially or whatever the fuck, and that'll be like the next movie.
Maybe. That could be cool.
Yeah. Or Wolverine be like, yeah, he's on the team. Whatever.
That's interesting, though, because it's going to be kind of like a amalgamation.
Yeah. Well, because...
of universes or whatever.
You see, it's interesting for me because, like, which X-Men also, you know what I mean?
True.
Because I feel like Wolverine's different because he can balance the line between PG-13 and R. But, like, are we going to have, like, Cyclops destroying people with his laser, like, obliterating them? Beast, like, shredding people apart? Like, what are we...
That could be cool.
Yeah, I know, but, like, that's not really in character for them, you know what I'm saying?
No, but they would probably not, like, destroy people. They would just, like, do, whatever they do in the comics.
Yeah, I want Professor X to actually blast somebody with the Holocaust beam. Ah!
Yeah, that's right. I got traumatized. Re-traumatized.
I don't know. I mean, that'll probably definitely happen because Deadpool and Wolverine made a lot of money. So
yeah, baby.
Why wouldn't they trust it? The process at this point, you know what I mean?
My sister did not like Deadpool and Wolverine at all.
Your sister?
Yeah.
Why not?
She thought it was too bloody, and she didn't like that.
Oh, I guess.
And I'm thinking,
has she ever seen like another Deadpool movie though?
Yeah, like definitely because like she's watched it with me.
I don't even think this one's the most violent.
No.
The Juggernaut rips Deadpool in half in Deadpool 2.
But it's like
I'm gonna rip you in half now.
I don't know if you remember the first scene of that movie, but he kind of absolutely obliterates like a whole squadron of people and is dancing with a corpse.
Yeah. I'm gonna melt that guy down and turn him into a cock ring.
That shit is crazy. That's a crazy fucking line.
That's funny. That's really funny though.
Incredible though. He kind of ate.
Here we are. And we can build this thing together. The Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts.
The new movie that is released from Marvel Studios. The Thunderbolts. Yes.
We got Ray Guardian here with us.
Yeah. We're going to go through, just the plot, our thoughts, and just general stuff. And then we'll go into some spoilers. We'll, will we time code it? No. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, it don't matter.
I don't know how to do that, to be honest. But
just skip until you don't know what's happening.
Yeah. We'll say when it's spoilers. So when we say spoilers, then stop listening. But it's where do we start? Yelena Belova.
Yes.
She's kind of in a rut. She doesn't know where she's kind of aimless right now. Doesn't know where she's going. The last time we saw her was in Hawkeye when she almost killed Clint Barton because she thought he killed her sister.
Yep.
And then she's like, maybe it's time I do some other stuff, right? But she gets one last assignment from her, I guess, handler.
More like her employer.
Yeah, Valentina Allegro de Fontaine.
Yeah, she bad.
Yeah. played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I think that's her full name.
Dreyfus.
Yeah, she's from Seinfeld.
Oh my God, that is her.
Yeah.
You know?
You didn't notice?
No. That's so funny. I did not at all.
It's Elaine from Seinfeld.
I knew her from somewhere, but I had no. That's so funny.
And so she goes to a place. She has to do a job to kill somebody.
She basically goes to it's like a bunker, I guess.
Yeah, they all appear that they're all hired to kill each other.
Miss De Fontaine's secrets.
Yeah.
And she's like, somebody's trying to steal my secrets. You gotta go in there, Jelena. You gotta go in there and fucking kill him. And it's like, okay, I'm in there.
And Yelena's like, I'm Russian.
And then she goes in there and fucking, whoa, there's more people in here.
Yeah,
Hold on.
And they're all hired to kill different people. But who hired them to kill each other? We'll find out later. They get stuck there, but then they have to escape. Bucky's a congressman.
Yep.
And then they escape. They're the Thunderbolts, and there's an evil that they have to finish, to kill.
Yes.
And that's the plot.
And that's the plot, yeah.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I really did.
Yeah, I did like it a lot,
I thought it was a fun time.
Yeah.
But there were some spots that weren't, so very, I know that some people aren't gonna like it.
What?
Some of the things that happen in the movie, maybe the pacing isn't, great for some people.
I was going to say the pacing was a bit weird. And I think some of the pacing is kind of choppy, I feel.
Yeah.
Because, everything kind of happens within, a 2-day span, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not that, that's an issue or anything. Things can happen in a day or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But, I just feel like a lot of stuff happened really quickly without, any time for, what's happening? Uh-huh. You know?
Yeah.
But, like I said, I enjoyed this a lot. I think everybody's giving a great performance in here. Yelena, man, what a talent they grabbed, at the right time. Florence Pugh.
She's so great.
They got her, at the exact same time. She was, right off, Midsummer and, a bunch of other stuff. And then, this is, before her acting career, really hit it big or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
She's great. She does really well as this character.
So pretty.
Yeah. And, some other standouts, I would say.
So funny also. She just, her humor is so, fucking dry, but she delivers that shit so funny.
Yeah. I think, Wyatt Russell's great as U.S. agent. He's just the biggest asshat.
I hate him. I can't stand him.
He's the biggest asshat, but I think that's great. He's doing a great job. Alexi's always good. David Harbour.
Oh, hell yeah. He brands up the fucking day, man.
He's just chewing scenery. Just, I think a real big standout from this movie, though, right, is Lewis Pullman as Bob. And we'll talk about him a little more in spoilers.
Man, he really slays.
Yeah, but I think he delivers. He makes that character very believable.
Yeah, he also he's very he's very malleable. You know what I mean? As an actor, I guess.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel.
What else have I seen him in? I know that people say that he was in
he's in Top Gun.
In Top Gun. He's also named Bob in Top Gun, which is funny.
Yeah. He's the son of Bill Pullman, which you don't know who that is.
No, I don't.
He's the president. You son of a bitch in Independence Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember Independence Day.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember the president.
Yeah. Bucky, Sebastian Stan always does good.
Heck yeah. That wig was not doing good though.
No, but I think it's also because he filmed this around the same time he was doing A Different Man and the Trump movie or whatever the fuck. So that also. It.
Yo, Sebastian Stan Nation is suffering currently because they do not like the cut, man.
Yeah, I mean, what's his best cut? Is it? I think it's comically too long in Infinity War.
I think he looks beautiful.
No, I think honestly, I think the crew cut's good for him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
No, I disagree.
Okay, whatever.
I think when he has
whatever,
almost neck length, almost. I mean,
so
almost.
Civil War, Winter Soldier, that era.
By his ears, perfect.
I guess.
Fits him. I'm thinking it adorns his face very well. He looks cute.
I guess. But I think in those movies also no, it probably was a wig also. I think it's just not as good in this one.
Better wig.
Yeah.
Better wigs, guys. What the hell?
Ghost, I think, was really fun in this. She doesn't.
Oh hell yeah, yeah.
I don't think she had a ton to do, but I think she's just a good addition, and it's nice to see that character because they kill off too many villains. I feel.
But also I feel like we didn't need another ugh, you know what I mean? Like another person that's just like, ugh, really? You know, like you're just like kind of annoyed to like be around because Wyatt Russell was doing a great job at that. U.S. agent was fucking insufferable for a while, but like I like that she was just kind of like, yeah, we do have to work together. Actually, that's the thing that we just kind of have to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think Taskmaster's a standout for me. She's actually really great in this film, and she's we'll get into spoilers because she has a really big role in this movie, but I think she's a standout, to be honest. Yeah. Everybody did great. What do we want to say here? We find out who bought Avengers Tower.
We do.
Yeah, it's kind of a fake out.
It really is.
Yeah. Fucking 7 years I waited, and it's nothing. It's really nothing. I think the idea, though, well, I don't know if this is spoilers or anything. I mean, it's not in the movie, so I guess it's not spoilers. But it's owned by, I guess, Valentina owns this company called Ox Group or whatever. OXE Group.
Dumb.
And to me,
should have been Oscorp.
Well, I think, because that's Sony. That's obviously why it's not Oscorp.
I know.
But to me, it's clear that the original idea was just let's make it Oscorp, and Valentina kind of takes over like that Norman Osborn role in relation to Bob and his character. So I think that's what happened there. It's fine. It's not like it doesn't like harm the movie or in any way. It just makes it kind of like irrelevant. Like who bought Avengers Tower all those years ago? Fucking nobody. I don't know Ox Group from like any comics or anything like that. They could have made it like Roxxon or something like that.
I don't know what Roxxon is, so yeah.
Yeah. I think this movie has like darker than you would also think, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it deals with like some emotional stuff much better than like, because it's a comic book movie, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But like it actually deals with like some actual like heavy themes, and I think it handles them pretty well for the most part.
I think so too.
Like in terms of like trauma and like depression.
I mean, obviously some things are not like expert type of like, dealings, and it's kind of like pretty surface level stuff, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. What'd you think of the villain at the end? Menacing enough?
Yeah.
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 I think the fights are also very well choreographed in this. There's like even in the beginning, there's a hallway fight for Yelena where you just see from like the top down. It's kind of like dimly lit, but there's enough light going on. I think that's really good.
Yeah, no, she does incredible with fucking fight choreography. Honestly.
Yeah, the when they all meet in the bunker or whatever, I think they're
fighting each other.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. You can also tell it's like on a set, which is good to see. There's a fight later on in the movie near the end where the Thunderbolts fight off against one character. And he's just tanking through them, like
mollywopping them.
Yeah, and I think it's all one take. Also, I love that.
They're fighting against the big bad, and the big bad is way too strong.
And I think that's really good stuff right there.
Yes.
This also is kind of like standalone in the fact that like it does connect to the other movies at the end and like the post credits.
Yeah.
But in all, it's kind of just self-contained. Like it doesn't connect to like anything else. Like it's not like, and we got to go to Wakanda or like
it's self-contained enough that
we
it's
didn't
not like it's not even self-referential, but like it's also like wide enough that it's just like
it just exists. There could be with others. No, I mean like what I mean is like it doesn't rely on you being like Bucky being like, and I opened the multiverse portal and
yeah, you don't need to know anything else. It's just hey.
Yeah, I mean they give enough backstory on these characters where I feel like if you don't know where they came from, you just understand.
Yeah.
Because
if you kept up even like slightly, with like the MCU,
I would say if you had to see like anything before this, probably Black Widow. That's probably what it connects most to.
Yeah.
Just by the amount of characters are from that, because you don't have to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp to know like Ghost.
No. Actually, don't even matter.
No, because she explains like where she's from like a couple times real quick.
You know what's funny? I didn't remember she was from that movie.
Yeah, nobody does. Nobody saw it.
Nobody cared.
It's fine. It's funny too.
Quantumania, however.
Somebody really hates Quantumania in this room. I think it's just fine. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that series is really good also. So that's where U.S. Agent comes from. I feel you should watch that.
You definitely just gotta watch it because it's just good.
You know what though? If you probably watched that just to like. No, I don't know. I don't know if you did watch that. Because also, at the end of Endgame, you just kind of assume Captain America, as Falcon becomes Captain America. So
yeah,
I guess that show is not like totally like necessary.
Super duper necessary, but watch it because it's good.
Yeah, it is really good. I think more people should talk about it. But
that is how she started like breathing hard as fuck.
I know she's not a fan of the Thunderbolts, I guess. Yeah, but like I think the like idea of like how these characters like deal with their own trauma and stuff like that it's interesting because they do stuff with that like I didn't expect, you know.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into spoilers here?
Yes.
Well, how many honks you want to give this?
I give this a 3.5 out of 5 honks.
I give it 4 honks. I think.
Okay.
I think it's a 4 honker.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait, was that 3? Huh? So I was right. Oh, we're in spoilers right now. We're in spoilers.
Yes.
We're in
spoiler
spoilers.
Time.
This is spoiler. This is your spoiler warning. We're spoiling in 3, 2, 1.
Spoiler time.
Yeah. I was fucking right. Taskmaster died so early.
Dude, so early that I was like, dude, it's not even like 10 minutes into
They
the
don't
movie.
even like, they barely acknowledge her death later on also.
Not even. I don't think they mentioned her ever again.
No, they mentioned her like a little bit, but like, they just like brush her aside. I still think that at some point they can be like, there's a real Taskmaster out there or something like that. Just so like, the real like Taskmaster. Because that's an interesting character you could still do something with.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
so funny.
They kill her off so quick. It was probably like 20 minutes into the movie. I'm like, God damn.
Barely 20 minutes into the movie. Dude, you don't even understand. She was she's immediately killed.
So in the bunker.
So unceremoniously.
Yeah, they're in. It really is so unceremoniously. They're in the bunker. It's when they're all fighting. And Ghost just puts a bullet in her head.
And then they take her shit.
Yeah, they like steal.
Yeah, and I was like, can you like respect the dead? And they're like, who cares?
Yeah, and I was like, can you like not do this? Like, what? They're just like stealing her shit.
Yeah.
Because he has all that like weapons that like mimics superheroes like abilities and shit like that. Yeah. We didn't even like get to see her do like any of her like Taskmaster stuff really.
No.
She pulled out a bow and arrow once, but like that was as much it. The rest is just shield choreography.
And that's fine, because she dies 5 minutes later anyway.
Yeah, I do have we'll talk about. Remind me, I have a theory about her later, because I think that she wasn't supposed to make it through most of this movie and die like near the end.
Okay.
Because there is that one trailer where she is in Avengers Tower.
I just don't think she would have made it further than that.
Well, yeah, but I think I know why they changed it though. So Bob, this is like not really a secret. You didn't know, but
I didn't.
Yeah. He's Robert Reynolds. He's the Sentry, and if you know anything about the Sentry from the comics, he's one of the most powerful Marvel characters in that universe, at least humans for sure. They don't change a lot from his origin either. He's still the meth addict. He takes the like a super soldier serum that like turns him into Superman soldier.
Yeah, it's like probably the most like the strongest super soldier serum we've seen.
Yeah, I mean it's either that or you either get like one where you turn into like John Walker or you become a Hulk. So.
Yeah.
But this is still stronger than that, I would say, because there's more abilities.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he can fly. He can like manipulate matter. He has like some psychic abilities, and then he's also the Void. So
which is fucked.
Yeah. So
he also has I think he just has like dissociative identity disorder.
And yeah, he has obviously
beforehand.
He has a bunch going on. Obviously, so his origin is that we see from this movie. He's like abused as a child. We get into that later.
Like his dad, beats him.
Yeah, his dad beats him. It's even like, and he's just not loved very well in that household. Clearly,
no.
Because there's a scene later on where he shares with Yelena where he has like a mind palace kind of thing going on.
Not a mind palace, just like a little like thing, little spot where he can hide.
Yeah. So if you touch him, he can like see your memories or whatever, right? And as the Void, if you enter the Void, you're trapped in like an infinite loop of your own trauma.
Which is fucked.
Yeah, so Yelena relives a moment when she was like her first assignment was to lure a girl into the woods to get killed.
Sad.
And then what else did she see? She saw
that thing where she was like supposed to like build the gun.
Oh yeah, she like it's like she disarms. Is it just you unarm it and arm it again or?
I think so.
Yeah.
And like whoever does it fastest.
It's a red room scene. So she's competing with a bunch of other girls, right? And she's the first to finish it. So she has to stand like in the corner on the side. And then all the ones who didn't finish before her, they get their hands fucking whipped by the lady,
the teacher, I guess,
the Red Room like leader or whatever.
It's really sad because like like Yelena watching this like tries to like shield her like younger self's eyes.
Older Yelena, because you can interact with these memories also.
Yeah, but they beat your ass.
Yeah, so Yelena like shields her young self from watching this because that's very traumatic. Like
sad.
These are also like the only like semblance of colleagues you have, not even like family, just like entities you can like bond with in a sense, I guess.
Like friends, I guess. Not even.
I guess not even, because, I mean, her and Natasha were considered themselves sisters because of like their undercover Ohio mission or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, and there it's just like it's more like competition. It's kind of like Gamora and Nebula, you know?
Yeah.
Which is also very sad. Like
God.
And then there's also another memory she goes into where she's just like in the bathroom, like
passed out drunk.
Did you get the sense that Yelena wanted to kill herself in this movie?
That was the theme. Low-key tried.
Yeah. Well, cause I got that sense like immediately because she jumps off.
The beginning scene is just like...
She jumps off a building, but like it's for her to parachute onto like the lab or whatever.
Yeah, but she doesn't do it in the way that like you would like usually like you go like down feet first. Mm-hmm. She just kind of like throws herself like her whole body like to feel the way that like like if you feel when you fall, which is kind of like she wants to die bad.
Yeah, but like also she does that mission in her sweats, like
yeah.
She's not wearing like body armor or any of her like her widow like equipment. She's like she has like her things, her like wrist things.
Yeah, like the fucking spider bites or whatever.
Yeah, but did she even bring like a gun? Like
yeah,
she takes a gun off a guy later, but
no, but she has her. They talked about it in this one scene.
Yeah, and like she's just kind of aimless right now. After she thought it was like contributed to like her death of her sister, but it's just more of she's just more lost than anything.
Because you don't want to be an assassin anymore, really. Your sister died after she was a hero and everything.
Yeah,
doesn't really have a family or friends or anything.
Yeah, well, she goes to visit Alexei, who's living in DC now. And he's operating a limo business.
He's literally a block away from Baltimore. By the way.
Well, she's like, isn't this Baltimore? Like, no, it's the county line right there. Yelena.
The country line is 2 blocks away.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Right?
He's so good. But he's operating as like a limo driver for like, I guess high. Not even. He has 2 limos. So one of them is like for high level clients, and one's just for like teenagers going to prom or some shit.
Yeah. Which is fucking hilarious, but also.
Yeah, and he's not happy also because he misses like being of service. Like he's after like fame and glory more than anything.
He says that he's for fame and glory because I feel like that's what he thinks that made him happy. But I think at the end of the day, what makes him actually happy is like helping people. I
think he just misses being like needed. That's why he cares so much about like Yelena also, because like he does consider himself her dad. You know what I mean? But he's like, Yelena, can you please put in good word with Yelena? I want your job, please.
She's like, no.
It's weird that he isn't like doing things. You know what I mean? Like he is a limo driver because he is a super soldier. Like
but like, what do other super soldiers do if not terrorism? You know what I mean?
Isaiah's just like he's like
retired.
Yeah. Oh, he's like blocks away from Isaiah because Isaiah lives in Baltimore.
2 blocks.
Yeah.
No, but like Isaiah's retired.
Yeah.
And either way, he would not want to get into it anyway because
No, but Isaiah had like an awful time. That's the other thing.
Exactly.
But Red Guardian was, I mean, he was a state like operated Captain America ripoff or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. He had a super soldier serum.
The Russian government,
yeah,
however.
But they also threw him in prison also. So, and yet he's still like, I just want to be of use, I guess. Yeah. He wants to be on the Wheaties books.
And he does get to be in the Wheaties books.
Yeah. He's great. He gives her some advice. They haven't seen each other in over a year. They say, which
is time that her sister died.
Is that what it's been? I don't.
She said that she hasn't seen him since she died, or since before. I don't know.
No, I think it's been years since the events of Endgame at this point in the universe. So they haven't spoken, and we find out later Alexei just hasn't reached out because because he knows what he is. He's useless. He's a goof. Yeah. And he's like, I did not think you wanted to see me.
But she said she really needed him, and it's really dude, that shit almost made me fucking cry because it was so hard.
It's a really good scene because Alexei, he is a good dad. You know what I mean?
He wants to be.
Yeah.
He wants to be. He really cares about her. He wants to be. He
and
hasn't been able to be around her because it's just not like how their lives allow.
Yeah. But like, what else? Ghost's trauma is just from Ant-Man and the Wasp, but we always saw it. She seems like mostly fine, to be honest. Well adjusted enough.
I think her trauma is because she was like apparently like a fucking lab experiment, and her entire body's like barely fucking like holding on.
Yeah. I don't know if that's still an issue for her. I think they resolved that Ant-Man and the Wasp, but she just still has the abilities.
I mean, that's what she said though.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, she said it before because she did have to wear a suit to like keep her together. I don't know if this suit's the same. It's not the same suit.
No, but like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. John Walker's a divorced dad.
Divorced for a good reason because he sucked.
Yeah, so we get a little bit of his trauma room also because he touches
His trauma room is his fault. Like, can we just say that?
Yeah, no, it is his fault. Like he pretends like he's still waiting. He has like a son and a wife waiting for him at home, right?
Yeah, well, he's talking to like Yelena and Ghost.
Yeah, and then we see his trauma room, which is him neglecting his son because he's looking back on his days as Captain America for 2 seconds.
No, look, this is exactly what happens, right? His son's on the crib. He's like sitting like right by the crib, but he's on his phone, and his son's like literally crying like in front of him, but he's like on his phone looking at this article that's just like John Walker like ass. He kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck him. And his wife's like, hey, can you take care of the baby? Hello? Take care of the baby.
He's right here. I'm watching him.
And he yells at her, and I'm like, man, fuck you.
Yeah. And then Bucky later comes in and is like, you're fucking divorced, John.
And you don't have custody of your child.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't think he should, to be honest.
No.
Because he's also doing black op covert like operations.
Yeah.
But I think it's just an interesting that he's like still trying to like hold on to like what he thinks he is.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm still at least at the level of Captain America.
Nuh-uh.
And as Bob says himself, yeah, Captain America's not an asshole though.
Yeah, no, dude. Because he does some fucking crazy shit. He's just like
he's so quick to anger.
Yeah.
He's very impatient and so quick to anger. It's like hilarious.
He's like the complete opposite of Captain America.
Yeah.
Because also like I forget what the fuck it says about Bob. He's just like he's either also like undercover and he's a fucking idiot, or he's a civilian who knows too much and we should kill him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, dude, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Opposite of Captain America. I hate him.
Yeah. I think, but I still think he's a great addition to this team though.
He is.
Yeah. Bucky's not in this as much as you think he is.
He comes in, he fucks shit up, and he kind of slays.
Yeah. Bucky comes in, like he joins the rest of the team because so Walker, Yelena, Ghost, and Bob escape the bunker. They capture Bob after they reveal like who he is or whatever.
Yeah.
But Walker, Yelena, and Ghost still get away, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna go our separate ways once we hit the airfield because we're too scared to get close to anybody ever again.
Yeah. Because they're traumatized.
Yeah, but then Red Guardian finds them because he had given a limo ride to Valentina earlier,
and he listened to the coordinates, which is crazy that he remembered. But I guess
yeah. And then obviously he went home, changed into his Red Guardian outfit, got his Red Guardian limo, and drove from where were they? Like
DC.
No, they were in DC, but where was like the bunker? Because that's not in DC.
No, I forget.
It was past like Oklahoma. He said so. Like. It had to be at least like Arizona, probably like Area 51 area, like Nevada.
So probably Arizona, maybe? No, maybe Nevada.
Yeah.
That's insane.
No, probably New Mexico actually, because that would make sense driving through Oklahoma from DC.
Crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, and he did that in like a day also. So like.
Yeah.
He got ready and like drove over there.
You know he broke so many traffic laws.
Yeah, and then like. Pissed in the big gulp.
In the big gulp.
Just to like, because had the plan worked to like kill off his Valentina's like assassins in the room, right?
Yeah.
What would Red Guardian get?
He's like 10 hours too late.
The plan would have happened at night, and Red Guardian gets there like midday.
Yeah.
So what was he gonna do? Just avenge Yelena's death and get shot?
Yeah.
What's so funny is like he doesn't get a shield also. Like.
No, I don't think he cares.
Yeah, but like I feel like
the shield is more of a symbol, honestly.
But like Walker gets a shield, and Taskmaster has a shield.
No, listen, right? Mm-hmm. When it comes to like these like like Captain America types,
yeah,
I feel like the shield is more like a symbol because they can't have like the fucking like
the real one.
Yeah, no, because the fucking You think the Wakandas are gonna make you one? Fuck off. He doesn't need it because he doesn't want to be Captain America. He's just the Red Guardian.
He thinks he's on the same level as Captain America strength-wise.
Yeah, but he's he's a different person.
Let me ask you.
U.S. agent is still holding on to that thing for dear
We'll talk
life
about that in a little bit.
because he is not Captain America. He's not ready for that.
Yeah, we'll talk about him in the Shield in a little bit.
Ugh.
Do you think Red Guardian could have fought Captain America in their primes?
Yeah.
Steve Rogers.
He would have lost.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have put up a good fight.
No, I think Red Guardian would have got molly-whopped by Steve. I don't even think he can fight Falcon now, and Falcon's not even a super soldier.
He's scrappy.
The Red Guardian?
No.
Or Captain America? You're talking about Sam Wilson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does have that face. It
looking at you like he knows something.
Yeah.
Like he pissed in your pants.
Yeah. So they basically the chase ensues after that, in which Bucky intervenes because he's a senator. He's trying to like get Valentina fucking impeached. She's
by
like
the government.
Yeah, she's like head of the CIA right now, I think.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. There's no president, I don't think.
No.
Because their last president turned into a raging Hulk monster.
Yep.
So
Yep.
So I don't know what as a country what we're doing right now. But also in the movie I also don't know what as a country what they're doing right now.
It's the vice president.
Yeah. Who was that? Who?
I don't know.
I would love it's just another villain. Like
imagine.
Well, I guess Vice President Baron Zemo's gonna have to take charge.
No.
Vice President Wilson Fisk is gonna be.
Hey, fucking maybe.
Hi, Vanessa. Hi.
Vice President Osborn. What do you think?
The
Goblin. Anyway.
You can't do this to me.
What?
So, in the chase, Red Guardian's like, you guys should be a team. This is really fun. Yelena, you look happy again.
Yeah, because like earlier he said that thing that her spark was gone. Like, when they were talking.
Yeah.
And now he's like, I can see a little bit of spark back.
Your flame, it is burning bright again, Yelena.
And it's really cute.
He's such a good dad.
Also, like, they were having a conversation earlier, and they were talking about, like, the U.S. agent brought up, like, like, he should be the leader because he was this, and that, and he was, like, the captain of his fucking football team or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Yelena, she was like...
Oh, yeah, Yelena brings up that she was, the goalie of her, like, middle school soccer team. Or, like pre-K soccer team. Because they were, like...
It was a pre-K. It was an elementary school soccer team, yeah.
Yeah. Sponsored by, like, an auto shop. And
they were... the Thunderbolts.
They were called the Thunderbolts.
And, they thought it was funny. It's like, the Thunderbolts, really?
Yeah, so...
And, it was like, a running joke. And, like, they said, oh, go Thunderbolts. And he, like... Alexei got so excited. He's like, the Thunderbolts, you named your team after your team.
Yelena, you told them about your elementary school soccer team.
And she's like so embarrassed, like, Dad, you know what I mean? But,
like,
oh
my God, when he shows up in the desert and they're like, do you know this guy? She's like, I have never seen this man in my life. Yelena, it's me, Alexei, your dad.
It's so funny. So cute.
I love him. I was scared he was going to die before like they did.
Me too.
If they had not revealed all the Avengers Doomsday cast, I would have thought he was going to die.
I still was scared because I have the mind of a goldfish. I forgot.
Yeah. I think in future they might kill him off because he's very endearing and people like him a lot now. He also...
Listen, I'll pull up and I'll beat your ass. Don't fucking play with it.
So they get in a chase because they're being followed still by Valentina. Mm-hmm. And then Bucky arrives. And he arrives, he makes quick work of them. It's
so crazy because he fucks their ass up so hard.
They're
so quick.
So the team in the car, mind you, it's the U.S. agent Yelena and Ghost, also being driven by like a Red Guardian. Mm-hmm. They do a muzzle tough.
They throw a fucking
They do the Molotov cocktail. Does nothing because it's army vehicles.
Yeah, they're fucking waterproof.
They're waterproof.
They're fireproof vehicles.
Yeah.
And they do nothing. But then Yelena shoots and she thinks that she fucking blew up the side of the truck. No, it's Bucky.
No, Bucky's
throwing
there.
Grenades.
Bucky's there and he makes such quick work of them.
It's crazy because he basically grabs it's like this front thing to like.
Yeah, he blows up the first truck and the second truck, and then the third truck he like gets the chain off of it, and then just like wraps it around his hand a couple times, and just punches the ground, and the fucking thing flips.
And then it just goes all the way upside down. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
You're like, holy fucking.
It's so funny because like I'm looking at this right, and I'm like, wow, that's the real difference between like an actual Avenger and these guys. Like.
To be fair, he does have a lot of fucking like tools. You know what I mean? To his disposal.
He's not even
including the fucking arm.
It's not tools. It's like he's at such a like high level of like experience.
Yeah, that's true. Because he was like fucking that guy for like 100 years.
Yeah. And it for me, I turned to you. I'm like, oh, thank God, an adult, because Bucky does just feel like the fucking like mom of this group.
Yeah, he's kind of like the fucking just the strict older brother who went up to college or whatever.
Yeah,
and Alexi's like the alcoholic dad.
Yeah, very.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, then it was like an older. They do have like a familiar like togetherness with each other.
Yeah, they're very cute.
Yelena is like does behave like an older sister, which is new for her because she's the younger sister of her family.
Yeah, but it's mainly because like fucking U.S. agent, like he acts like the fucking annoying middle sibling.
I said that he acts like the older brother because he's like he always wants to be like in charge and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like, but he's clearly like not it. He's not him.
No.
Like,
Ghost is just
Ghost is a great like middle child sister.
But she's like realistically she would be like just like the younger child. Who's just kind of like okay. Fucking,
yeah, Bob is adopted.
He's also the younger child.
Yeah.
He's great. He's so like chill. You know what I mean? He does not have anything going on up there. He's just kind of.
He actually has too much going up there.
But the thing about it is that like that I feel like he has like 3 distinctive personalities, right? Mm-hmm. One of them is just like the one that's like outside and is kind of nervous, protecting himself.
Bob, yeah.
Yeah. Then there's
the Sentry,
the bad,
the Void.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's the bad that is like obviously all the things that like he like it's his fucking parents like beat into him and like like yelled at him about and the meth and like the whole thing. And the other part is the part of him that wants to do good, the part of him that actually protects him.
Yeah, and I think that's the Sentry.
Yeah.
But it's not as strong as like the Void.
No, because he was like drowned in it for so long.
Yeah.
But there's Bob. Mm-hmm. There's the Void,
and
then there's Sentry. There we go.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
And Bob is Bob and they are all completely disconnected. So it's definitely
there's no like you know how like Hulk is now Professor Hulk and he's he's got it together.
Yeah.
He's not fighting with the Hulk anymore. And even before that they were trying to understand each other.
Mm-hmm.
There's no connection between the 3 of these.
No.
I
fear that the Sentry isn't even like that because like Void is the Sentry because like the Void is by name the Sentry. I feel like it would take that name instead of the Void, obviously. Yeah. But like that's just what the fuck it looks like.
Yeah.
But like
well, that's what they say. Because what he is the darkness inside of him, and they refer to that as a void multiple times, and that's why he's called the Void.
Yeah. But it's like
it's also what he's called in the comics. So
delusions of grandeur, fucking anger issues, depression.
Yeah, but that's also like perpetuated by Valentina because she basically comes in there's like, you're my special boy. You're my special boy.
It's kind of crazy the way that like she did that because I'm like, damn.
Yeah. But his mind is so fucked also that like he falls. He falls for it.
Yeah, obviously he does because also like he's had nothing, dude. Like
no, he's had such a bad life.
This is what happened. This is kind of like what I got from like the time that he get right from like let's say 1 to like 17, 18, 19 max. He was in like an awfully fucking abusive home where he got beat up all the time, and his mom wouldn't even protect him because
she got beat too.
She got beat too, and she would also yell at him about like wanting to protect her for some reason.
Yeah.
Then he escaped and he started doing meth.
Yeah, he became a drug addict, and then at some point he made it to like Malaysia.
Yeah, and just like I'm guessing like he had like 1 or 2 like other friends, and they just kind of like fucked off to Malaysia trying to find other drugs and trying to make money. He ended up like maybe like in his like 20s ish.
Yeah,
like
because I don't know how old Lewis Pullman is. He looks like late 20s, early 30s.
He looks like in this movie at least he looks like mid 20s.
He looks very boyish. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
I'll give you
he
that.
is very boyish.
Yeah.
So he's like, let's say mid 20s, and he takes that, and then he goes to sleep for like a couple years.
What, the Sentry?
Yeah.
Oh.
They gave him that drug, and then he goes to sleep for a couple years.
I would say probably. I don't think it's even been a couple of years. I think it's like this project was going on like recently. Probably, you know what it was probably one? They probably started this project after they lost all the super soldier serum from Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Because then they're like, well, let's try again.
That's still a couple years, though.
Yeah, but like, they don't think any of them survived. Like, they've done multiple test subjects.
They had it in that box, though.
Yeah, who put him in that box? Nobody knows.
Don't matter.
Yeah. What was I? So basically, Bucky's like, you guys are all evidence, and I need you to for Valentina to get put in.
Impeached.
Yeah. And then Bucky gets a call from a character who, she's just like Valentina's assistant.
Yeah, her name is Mel.
Yeah. People thought she was going to be like Songbird. That still might happen. I don't know. But she's just be like, Bucky, you gotta get here over to Avengers Tower.
Because they got him. They got Bob.
Yeah, they got him. And she's like, he's already making the suit. Like,
yeah.
She's so quick with the marketing.
She had that shit done, actually.
The marketing is so quick where she's like, we're going to dye your hair blonde. We're going to get you your suit. The press is going to be here in the morning because you defeated all these criminals.
And it's so funny because, like, she's just like, she's about to walk into the room and she's like, do I look motherly enough to look like motherly?
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, that's weird, right? Like,
but, like, I get it because, you know, she read his file.
Yeah, but she's manipulating him.
And it would work.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And it does.
Like, it worked on Sentry. And by Sentry, I mean the Void.
It worked on
the
Bob.
Void because that's, like, you know, hit the part of him that's just like, no, I'm not worth anything. I fucking hate myself, etc., etc., etc. And then, you know, just like build him up, like, you know, for the God complex or whatever.
Yeah. And
she's filling his head with all these ideas, and then he's like, wait.
And then Bob does want to, like, do good. Mm-hmm. But it's just, he's just not in control of this stuff. Mm-mm. He can't control his abilities. He tries to. He does, like, he makes, like, a glass of water, like, pop. And that's, like, the only, like, control he has of his abilities.
Very, very small.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like the second he starts actually using his abilities, that's like, you know, Sentry.
Yeah. Yes. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Because so Bucky grabs the team and is like, we're the Thunderbolts and we're going to have to fucking rescue Bob because some shit's going down right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, but we don't want to. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
I guess we'll be a team.
They didn't even say that we're the Thunderbolts. We're just like, we're a team.
Yeah.
It don't matter. But, like, it's really, like, nice because the only person that's doubting this shit is US Agent, and he's like, man, sit down, shut up.
Yeah.
You're gonna be part of this. Yeah. Shut up.
I really do like the way they just bounce off each other. There's a moment in the truck where when they're like heading to Avengers Tower, right? And they're just comparing guns, like or like their equipment. Yeah, then there's like, I got these the Widow bites, you know, I used them against you. They and then US Agent's like, yeah, no, I remember them.
You know, goes talking about, like, you know, the tools he uses.
Yeah, her ability. And Yelena pulls out her gloves, like, yeah, I have this, you know, it's a like whatever.
I think she's like 45 or something.
I think she said 22 because US Agent pulls out his gun. He's like, it's an extended 45.
Yeah, and then he's like,
it's a long barrel.
Yeah, and an extended mag, and they're just like, long.
Oh, long. Yeah. He's like, yeah, you know, yeah.
He's like, yeah. He looks like a little bit like embarrassed.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm compensating.
Yeah.
And they start making fun of his helmet, which is so funny.
Yeah, and
they're like, the hat. So, do you like the hat? He's like, my helmet? Like,
he's like, it's cool, right? And she's like, do you like it?
You think it's cool? It's cool. You think it's cool, right? Yeah. He's like, I like my helmet.
He doesn't wear it again.
No, I don't.
Stop swearing.
No, he wears it. Does it? No, I think he might have took it off. Yeah. No, I think he wears it when they're fighting in the tower. So they.
No, he doesn't.
I don't remember.
I don't think he does.
I think that's funny. I think that's funny though. So in the front seat it's Bucky, you know, the adult, and Red Guardian,
the older brother, and then the dad who's drunk.
Yeah, they have a really good like back and forth because like Red Guardian's like, so what kind of super soldier serum did you receive? He's like, I don't know, regular Hydra. And Red Guardian's like, oh, Hydra, fancy. See, I received super soldiers. It's Soviet. It's good, same as you. We are the same.
It's like, I don't.
Bucky's like, we are not the same.
No. So I don't know.
And then Red Guardian's like, we're co-leaders. You're a leader, and then when you want to fall asleep, you get tired, I lead.
He's like, I don't get tired.
Bucky's like, I don't get tired.
And he's like, well, yeah, no, I know, but like,
Red Guardian's like, I didn't want to drive it either. It's just, I'm just the example, you know.
Yeah, I'm just, you know.
And then Bucky's like, get ready, and then Alexei just immediately like, get ready. Just repeating what the Winter Soldier says.
Yeah, it's funny. It's cute.
They're really like they bounce off each other really well.
Yeah.
And then like Alexei's like, so what is your plan? By the way, he's like, my plan. And then he just rams the truck into Avengers Tower.
The thing about it is that Bucky's not a good leader.
No, because
Yelena,
yeah, she's
to grow into it a little bit.
Yeah.
But she would be a good leader.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that Bucky didn't come in with a plan. He thought that he's like, oh wait, I'm supposed to think about this.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm driving.
What's so funny is like he obviously in that moment he's like, oh, Steve always has a plan. I don't have a plan.
Rams his truck into the fucking
he just
building.
rams the truck into the Avengers Tower. They start taking out guards or whatever, and then Valentina's like, just come up the elevator. I left the door open.
Which is really funny because it's just like, oh,
I think what's so funny about this is because they're in New York and just like There's pedestrians still walking on the street.
Dude, the second I see that, right, I'm taking a fucking train to Philadelphia. Like, I don't, like, I'm like, no, already no.
But this is.
I hear any screaming in the city, I'm out.
This is so regular for this fucking city at this point.
I know, but, like, that's never good. Like, it starts with something small. I'm leaving every time. I'm like, yo, I'm taking off work. I can't.
We also don't know, like, what's going on outside. Like, is Fisk still mayor? Like, what's going on?
I don't care. I'm going to Philly. Like, the fuck? I'm getting a corn dog.
They go up to the penthouse area, right? So a cool visual I thought, right, is that it's the same place where, you know, Tony Stark had that in the first Avengers movie where Tony Stark was talking to Loki about like how his plan's gonna fail or whatever. Yeah. And he has a drink at the bar. He's trying to distract him long enough to get his suit ready, basically. The bar in that movie is on the right side. And then this movie, it's all flipped onto the left. Parallels, you know? I just thought that was a cool little detail.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's the same bar, because like I'm pretty sure it's like cut out of the same stone from the original building.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
She's sitting there, you know, being very nonchalant, talking about like, you know.
Yeah. She's talking like a villain. Yeah. Because she is a villain.
She is.
And she's just like, you guys are already lost. My hero's going to defeat you. Because they're really not there like... Well, Bucky's there for your Valentina. Yeah. The rest of them are just there because they want to rescue Bob.
And also, Yelena earlier had asked her, you know, if she could, like, you know, have a moment in the spotlight. Like, you know, she wanted to, like, kind of turn to, like, heroing. Yeah,
because they're all covert ops, like, operatives. Yeah. None of them are in the public light. No. But she's... Alexi said, like, maybe you want to do something like your sister did. And Yelena's like, no.
I don't want to be a hero. This sucks.
Because... I mean, everybody knew who the Black Widow was. Yeah. You know, it's interesting to think because, like, it is a shadow you have to live under. Yeah. You know? Because I know there's many widows, but Natasha was the Black Widow. Natasha was the Black Widow.
Sad.
Yeah. And, like, it's not even like you're just a widow. You're her sister, specifically.
I mean, does the public know that?
No, I would doubt it. I mean, they don't even have like the same last name. They share no like blood relation.
Also, would they even know their names?
They know Natasha, but I don't know about. I mean, Yelena and like Alexi. Well, Alexi would have some sort of like. He lives in Washington D.C. He would have to have some sort of like citizenship. True. But I don't know about Yelena. I mean, it doesn't matter. No. Anyways, so Valentina's like I'm not alone, and fucking the Sentry's there, and he's wearing the costume. He's wearing his classic costume. It's just been MCU'd out with lines and segments as such.
I think it just would lines and segments really and textures. If it was just like plain, you know.
No, yeah. If it was just like the tights or whatever.
What the fuck is this?
I think they could have done like this, like the the only thing I actually take issue with is just the belt. The S is not the regular like S it was. It's like segmented also. Dumb. That's the only thing that actually bothered me about the costume. He did dye his hair blonde also.
That's funny because it's not blonde anymore.
No.
By the end of like everything that happens, it's not.
Well, because he can just change the matter. Because also like he comes out with the clothes he had on in the dream realm or whatever the fuck.
Which is wild.
Yeah, this guy is crazy powerful. And I was like, are they gonna? So my fear going into this, because I knew who the Sentry was, right? Mm-hmm. I have a base level knowledge of what he's capable of. Yeah. So when I saw that this is who they were gonna fight, I was like, that's really interesting, right? But are they gonna like weaken him in any way? And it doesn't seem so. No. Because they do fight the Sentry, and he's not trying to kill them because he is like friends with some of them. Mm-hmm. But they stand no chance on this guy.
He whips their ass without even trying. He kind of just like flicks them up.
He's flicking super soldiers away.
Which is funny because like he like he's fucking he's throwing these bitches onto the ground. He's like punching them and throwing them and like kicking the fuck out of them. Yeah. But with Yelena, yeah, he does a little softer.
Yeah, he's like smacking her down basically.
He like the way that he smacks people down, he throws them into the wall and it makes a fucking crack. He kind of just like skitter on the floor. You know what I mean? Like he did it like softer, clearly, because they had like a moment that not like romantic, but it was, like more like friendship.
Alexi, he almost threw out the window. Yeah. Fucking. No. He bends Walker's shield like a taco.
It's so funny because he keeps carrying it throughout the
whole
movie.
The rest of the movie and into the post-credit scene. Walker, put it down.
Yeah. And everybody's like, what is he doing? They're like, I don't know. I don't know.
Put it down, Walker. I think there's also they don't mention what his shield is made out of because it is definitely like stronger than like his makeshift shield from the end of whatever, right?
So he got it made like with something good.
Yeah, but they don't mention like adamantium or vibranium. I think specifically because he bends the shield, but he doesn't like break Bucky's arm because he does catch Bucky's punch.
Yeah, no.
And it looks like he's trying to.
But he can't.
But he doesn't break it. He just rips it off of him.
Mm-hmm. Which, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Fair enough.
But you have to think how fucking strong that is because when thing earlier, Bucky like his arm kind of like like took a big fucking like pull.
Because looking back
from the truck that he fucking pulled back.
Yeah, but looking back on like just these movies, Bucky's been the one who always catches the punch like with the metal arm.
Scared.
So the only other person I've seen like catch his punch or whatever was like Spider-Man in Civil War. But even then, Bucky's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he's like, "Huh?"
And yeah, he's fucking running through these guys like they're nothing. It's a one take scene also. It's really good.
It really is.
And it's to the point where like Yelena gets up at one point. She's like, "We're leaving. We're going. We cannot fight this."
Yeah, and they actually just make it to the elevator and then thing and then the Fontaine. She's like, go kill him. And he's like, I'm not doing that.
Why? They're not a threat to me.
Why should I do it? And she's like, they're a threat to me. And he's like, wait, why should I care though?
Yeah.
And then the fucking Void is like,
yeah.
You said I'm a god though.
Yeah, and she's like, I didn't say you were a god. He's like, you said I'm stronger than all the Avengers.
That's at least one god.
That included at least one god.
So I'm stronger than a god. I'm God. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. And I was like, this is awesome. This is incredible stuff.
Like, this is bad.
Yeah.
Though.
She's like, fuck.
I had to, I was watching them, like, like I said, we were leaving the building. I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna fucking flop onto the ground. He's gonna fucking throw her off the building.
Oh, here's what I was gonna say, right? Taskmaster. I think there wasn't a version of this where she made it to that fight, right? But I think they changed it because I think she would have died fighting the Sentry.
Maybe.
Because she does have all the powers of the Avengers technically, and like she at least has all their skills.
Yeah.
So that's a good show of like, you know, the Avengers are nothing compared to this guy, right? But also, I think he was gonna do his classic, and you know, maybe like PG-ify or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Off screen or whatever. He was gonna do his move where he just rips somebody in two. But I think the reason they don't do that is because then what redemption is there for Bob?
There isn't any. Jesus
exactly.
Fucking Christ.
So I think that's why they left that out.
They clearly didn't want to continue having her in the movie after that point, so it makes sense that they, you know, would cut her out like the second they could.
But because if you're not gonna do that, then there's no real reason for her to be in this movie.
No, because then it's a very different movie.
Yeah, because if he does do that, then there is no redemption for him.
Also, Bob has like depression powers.
Yeah.
And not even like he means to. It's like he'll touch your hand, right? Give me your hand. That's the example because they can see this. He'll touch your hand, right? Mm-hmm. And you'll see like the worst moment of your life.
Yeah, the trauma rooms.
But also, U.S. Agent was like slowly like getting closer to the edge, like he was gonna kill himself.
Yes, that he was just like staring into the elevator.
And that makes sense. Like, was he like? Wait, was he trying to make him kill himself because he kind of hates U.S. Agent in that moment, or was that accidental and like part of the power?
We don't know.
Because the other time that happened,
we don't know, and I don't think he knows. Also,
yeah, but like the other time that happened was with Yelena because like, you know, they were accidentally touching hands.
Yeah,
romantic.
But they were on the floor.
Yeah, like he didn't mean to do that. But like, you know, they were on the floor. You know, she didn't mean to. But like that's the only other time we'd see like, you know, the power happening.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
So yeah, Valentine,
suicide power.
Yeah, Sentry turns on.
Kill yourself, and it happens.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So Valentina has a kill switch, and they activate it just in time before he fucking kills her.
Yeah.
But maybe he's not dead. maybe it's the Void now. I think.
Yes. That's also
what.
Like, it's just, like, you know, his body protecting him. Bob is, like, you know, struggling with grief. He's like, oh, man, my friends don't fuck with me. I'm a villain. And then the fucking worst part of him is like, okay, I got you then.
I think the Void is just always there, to be honest. Like,
No, it is. Like, you know, this was pretenders. Yeah. You know, it's just always happening. But, like, it's just like, my friends don't fuck with me. I can't do this right now. And then the Void's like, okay, but then I got you. Don't you worry about it. I got you.
No, because the Void at that point I think was also taking over anyways because the fucking Valentina was turning on him, and he knew she had a kill switch. She was about to like fucking switch it on like behind herself, but just him like getting killed. That's the end, not the end of Bob, but like that killed Bob momentarily.
Yeah.
And the Void took over the body. His design is also, I think, really good in this movie. He's just the same. He's just in shadow.
It's not even in shadow. It's like completely darked out. Like,
yeah,
you can barely see. Like,
he's basically a silhouette, basically.
Yeah.
But he has just the littlest of white dots in his eyes,
which is kind of scary.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
It's really good.
And then he just makes you shadows.
It's crazy because like you've probably seen the trailer, but like you fucking like see like he just kind of like points at you and you're done.
Yeah, that's apparently based off fucking like the bomb shadows from like the Hiroshima drops and stuff like that. That's what they based that off of.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And on the bottom they have the moment where like the team splits up.
Atomized.
Oh no, I just mean like Yelena being like, we're not good people, we suck.
Yeah, because like she's just like, we can't fucking do this. He's way too strong.
Yeah.
And she's about to walk away, and then Alexi's just like, I love you, you're my daughter, and he's like, no, and then he's like, yes.
Yeah.
They
have a good he has like a good talk with her.
Shit like made me cry because I was like, is he about to die right now? Don't do this to me.
Yeah, they're really selling it, aren't they?
Yeah, like don't do this to me right now.
Yeah.
I can't take this.
Yeah, but she's like, Ghost, you fucking suck. You're a bad person. You're a bad person. You're a bad person. You're a bad person. And Ghost,
you're a bitch.
Yeah, and she's like, see, I told you you're a bad person. And then Walker's like, all right, calm down. He's like, fuck you, your wife left you, and you can't see your kid. He's like, it's my turn now.
It's like, no, I think you've had enough. And he's like, all right, damn. I'd be so sick.
And then she yells at Alexi. Yeah, I think she yells at Alexi because he's like, you didn't reach out to me for the past year.
And it said my sister died.
Yeah, but like Alexi's like, I didn't think you wanted to see me, like.
And he's like, but I did. And then she calls him dad. And it's sad.
Yeah, he's like, I needed somebody. I'm so alone.
That part just made me so sad.
I think she really is great in these movies. Yeah. Again, a great grab getting Florence Pugh.
Also, she's like she like like they're seeing trying to save these people because he's kind of going crazy.
Yeah, so he's just shadowing people left and right.
Not even just shadowing people, he's like throwing things. Like he just fucking he threw like 2 helicopters onto the fucking ground.
No, he just shadowed the pilot, and then the helicopter started swirling.
Bless you. Caused a bunch of debris to fall. And they save a couple people. It's pretty cool. It's a nice scene seeing them, work together, seamlessly.
Yeah.
Red Guardian saves this little girl. It's really sweet.
Yeah. They're like acknowledged as heroes for a quick second.
They're like, oh shit, yay, heroes!
Yeah. And then Red Guardian saves the little girl who looks a lot like young Yelena.
She's tiny, she's blonde, etc.
Very thematically.
It's like thank you, and then she fucking.
That guy's more durable than I thought, also, because I thought that debris was gonna hurt him.
Nah, I didn't think so.
Splits in half on his back. That guy's durable.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But she gets fucking atomized.
Yeah.
Immediately. He's like and I was like, what?
I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Right? But then they're fucking running and they're trying to save people, and Yelena's just kind of sitting in there and she's like, I'm killing myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically what because she also doesn't know what happens when you go into the void. So
she wasn't thinking about it in a save people way. She was just kind of
she just wanted to enter the void. It's spreading throughout New York, and we don't really know how far that could have spread. Also,
very, because it was going into the fucking river.
Yeah. So. But she's back in the trauma rooms.
Yeah.
She starts going through different trauma rooms.
But also, it's just very much suicide, just straight up.
Yeah. She finally finds Bob in what seems to be his attic.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This is the best room I could find, to be honest.
It's the nicest one."
Yeah.
But it's still right in the fucking
So it's still a memory because in the bottom, through the floorboards, you can see one of his traumatic memories of his dad beating him.
Yeah, and then his mom yelling at him because she could he can't protect her.
Yeah, they're on loop also. They keep happening over and over again.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
It's really fucked up, and then Dylan's just you can't shove this down way deep, you know?
Yeah, because they had a conversation earlier where she's like, "Yep, the way I handle it is just I just shove it down. What you gotta do, just shove it down."
They laugh about it a little bit, but there's no, actually this is serious.
Yeah.
Because also Bob is severely mentally unstable.
Yeah, because he has never had any mental.
Also,
why just take volunteers?
His mom was also mentally unstable, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, you pass that kind of stuff down.
Yeah, but also it's just he's severely mentally unstable. He clearly needs therapy. Not just that, but he needs meds.
Yeah, meth. You said
meds.
Yeah. So, anyways, the Thunderbolts realize they're like we can go in there, we can go save Yelena and get Bob out of there too, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. She must have had a plan, and they're like,
yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Which, do you think she did though?
No.
I think she was like, if this works, it works, and if it's not, I killed myself, and that's kind of what I wanted anyway. So
yeah.
So that's that. So they follow her in. We don't really see any of their trauma rooms.
Low-key Suicide Squad?
Kinda. I mean, this is better than one of the Suicide Squad movies. Guess which one?
Not that one.
Yep, it's the first
one.
The Suicide Squad is really good.
Yeah.
We don't see any of their trauma rooms. I mean, it would just be like Bucky being like, Hydra. Or like, or U.S. agent being like, divorce papers.
Imagine. No, you know what I fear? Like, U.S. agent actually has some like fucked shit that happened to him when he was younger.
But like, no, because he's all American. Like he was like the perfect soldier before that. That's his juxtaposition to like Steve Rogers.
Damn, his trauma is just he's boring as fuck.
Yeah. I think it would have been interesting.
Your fucking problem.
I think Alexi's would have been interesting, just being like him, like watching him being left behind in like history, and not being the figurehead that he believed himself to be.
I also think that would be the only thing, because also like I know that his fucking like super soldier shit was like rough. I fucking know it in my mind. Also, he was in prison for fucking ages.
Yeah, for like decades.
So you know that some of that maybe.
Yeah. Ghost would just be like her being like experimented on as a child or whatever.
Because she said some stuff about that.
Yeah.
She also said, you know, fucking. I think she says kidnapped.
No, so what happened was her father worked with Hank Pym or whatever, but he was working on some shit that Hank Pym was like, that's not good. So he got fired. He did some experiments in like Brazil or whatever, but it blew up, and that's what gave Ghost her powers. Yeah. So she's what really is happening with her. She phases in and out and disappears or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But she's being split apart between like here in the quantum realm constantly.
Does it hurt?
I mean, she seems to have a grasp on it now, but because Michelle Pfeiffer fixed her, I guess. But in Ant-Man and the Wasp, yeah, she is in pain every time it happens.
Damn.
That's why she has to keep the suit on or whatever.
Yeah, no, Ghost had a rope.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm glad they brought her back because she's a more interesting character than just like a one-time villain.
She was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And she fights crazy.
Yeah. Where were we? Oh yeah, so they find Yelena and Bob in the trauma rooms.
Yeah. And they're being like choked out by fucking trauma.
Yeah. So they're like, how do we
die in the rooms, by the way?
Yeah. They were like, how do we get out of here? And
he said he don't know because this is
the best room, yeah. And then he's like, all right, so let's go to the worst one.
He goes to the fucking when he was addicted to meth, and he was like also like a chicken who flipped signs.
that's kind of funny, but because he's like, I was on meth.
He's like beating the shit out of them because he's like high as fuck on meth.
Yeah, but they do go through like some of Bob's traumas, and like they like, I think a fucking U.S. agent just like mollywops his dad, like,
which is really funny.
Yeah, and there's the chicken part, and then they make it to the lab in Malaysia.
Yeah. Where, you know, you can see, like, you know, the shadow of him and being, like, experimented on.
Yeah, this is the first time, I guess, the void, like, showed itself in him.
Yeah.
And that's why they locked him in a box.
Probably.
Yeah. So, the Thunderbolts really can't do anything about him. He has to fight the void by himself. But, sponsors, that's what the void wants. It's just his anger, his hatred, and all that.
By himself.
Yeah.
Where he can, you know, he can be consumed by it.
Yeah. So, what they do is they do the classic, they defeat him with friendship.
You're not alone.
They beat him with the power of friendship. They all
hold him back. They all hold him.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
Yeah, it is nice. I am a kind of a sucker for the power of friendship.
It's just like it's also like, you know, a good message. Like you cannot go through life alone.
Because he's beating the void up,
and he's just kind of laughing.
But yeah, what he's doing is the Green Goblin moment from No Way Home, where Peter keeps punching him in the face and he's still laughing.
Yeah,
it's really good. Louis Pullman's doing a great job portraying like all these different identities.
Yeah, because like one of them is just like so fucking dead ass.
Yeah.
And the other one's just like, just a little guy. Actually.
Yeah, he's just a little guy.
He really is though.
Yeah. So the Thunderbolts hold him back or whatever, right? And that stops the void, but the void's not gone because the void will always live inside Bob.
Yeah.
So they make it out of the void. Everybody's back because you see the little girl's alive still.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to remember what happened.
He doesn't remember at all
what happened in the void.
I don't know. Oh, hey guys.
Yeah. But he is like he's dressed exactly like he was in the void. So his blonde is gone, and he does have the clothes from.
It's just
the
like
trauma
that's
room.
Just like a different guy, dude.
Yeah. So there's that. They make their way to Valentina because they're trying to arrest her or whatever the fuck.
They're trying to kill her. They're not gonna arrest her.
No, Bucky stops them from killing her because Alexi's like, I'm going to kill that woman.
And he's like, no.
No, you can't do that. You can't do
it. And then
it.
he's like, yeah. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna.
But they can break every bone on the way to the prison cell.
He's like, but then they.
So she hides behind like some tarps or whatever, right? And then once they like follow her on the other side, it's a press conference. She fucking spun this shit around. The second that like because when they were acknowledged as like heroes earlier before the little girl disappeared, she was like a huh.
I like that.
Yeah, she was like, I can still spin this shit. She's great at marketing, let me tell you.
She really is. Girl.
Yeah. And so the press is there and she's like, this is what I've been working on. My secret team to rebuild order now that the Avengers have been gone. And they have stopped the evil today, but these are your new Avengers.
Asterisks.
Yeah, no, that was the asterisk.
Yeah.
Yeah, the asterisk at the end of Thunderbolts was new Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't hate the team. I think it's a great team.
It's a great team.
But
also like Jelena's just like, we own you now.
Yeah,
right?
we own your fucking ass now. But I mean, and
that's good.
This is kind of what they want. At least what Yelena wanted, and definitely what Alexei wanted.
Oh hell yeah! I don't think Ghost cares either way. I think U.S. Agent is ultimately happy with this decision.
Yeah, because he's like, I'm a hero again. I think Bucky's there mostly just to keep an eye on them.
No, I think Bucky realizes that he cannot make the type of difference that he wants to make
From the Senate.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously those fuckers can't get anything done.
Duh.
But.
And now he's like, well, this could be good for me.
Yeah, and then Bob just lives there as like.
Bucky's more like, I think he's still going to therapy, by the way, but I think he's more like well-rounded.
You think Bucky's still going to therapy?
Yeah,
he should.
No, I'm sure he is.
I mean, well, I think he stopped going to that therapist at the end of like.
Yeah.
He might have a different one. I don't know.
Probably.
It's the one from Daredevil. Vigilantes are bad. Oof.
He's just like, do you know who I am?
Yes, you should throw away the Winter Soldier identity and your metal arm.
Bitch! You are fucking able. Also, fuck you. Your boyfriend bad, by the way. Could you get?
He's been missing.
The fuck is going on in Hell's Kitchen? Why is everything just like weirdly like?
What the fuck is happening?
Is that Wilson Fisk?
What was I saying? Yeah, so these are the movie just ends there. That's why I mean it was like kind of weirdly paced, because it's just like, and then if we go through kind of a bit of like the credits are a bit of a montage of like the following months after they've been declared the new Avengers.
Yeah.
Apparently, we'll get to the post credits, but apparently that's like 14 months later.
Oh.
It's a thundering outside.
Scary. I saw some lightning and I was like, ooh.
It's the Void.
No, it's fucking Andrew from
Chronicle.
We just watched Chronicle.
Yeah, good movie.
It is. We've rewatched Chronicle. Let me say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it wasn't the first time we've seen it.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
Watch it, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I really enjoy this. Like, is it? I don't think it's gonna be like the biggest hit Marvel's ever had.
No, but it's good.
Yeah, I think it's a right step in like the right direction.
Yeah.
It might be the first step, you may say. Speaking of which, post-credit time.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
So, Alexi's at the grocery store.
Oh, that's the first. Yeah,
he's
that's
talking to this lady.
That's the mid-credit scene.
Who's
Yeah.
trying to buy some cereal. And
let's
like,
before that from the montage, right? People are still like they're kind of on the fence of these new Avengers. As
like who the fuck are these
I think
guys?
that's smart because I think declaring this team the new Avengers, just like in the real world, right, would get a lot of fans are awful. Would get like a lot of people upset being like the MCU, the leader of the Avengers is a woman. This team can't even fly or anything. They're not very good Avengers. But like, I think they're pretty good Avengers. I mean, I don't know if they're better than the original Avengers. I mean, they don't have a Hulk or a Thor, but
nah.
Discounting Hulk and Thor, I think they have a pretty good chance against the original Avengers, like Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow.
They're a really good team.
Yeah,
but like,
actually, the Sentry does change the scales a lot.
If he could control it,
he can't.
I don't think he should be expected to.
He can't, but he because even at the end
Wait.
Okay. You want to talk about the Wheaties box?
Yes, I like that he wants to be on the Wheaties box because that's like like we're athletes, in real life. They put athletes on there.
Yeah.
They fucking like they put everybody on there, heroes or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I think that's like his biggest fucking like medal of honor or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's funny.
So Alexi's in the grocery store. He's in the cereal aisle. There's a woman there. And he's like, oh, let's see what cereal we were going to get today.
And she's like, what?
And he's like, oh, look, Wheaties, vitamins, anything a kid needs to grow. Wow, who's that on the cover? Look at that.
And he's getting close to his face like, oh, look at that.
Yeah. And she grabs the box, right? And then scurries away and puts the box down.
Like in fucking, he's like,
that's me. I'm
in the box. But like, dude, come on.
That's so funny though.
Yes,
like,
it is. It really is.
He also shaved his beard. I don't know if I just like the stash look.
It's a younger look.
Yeah, it's a man who's vain. That's what it is.
It is. It is. But it fits him.
Yeah. What was I saying about the montage? Yeah, so like people clearly are still on the fence about like.
Which is fair because a lot of they're like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, well, because they were Black Ops operators. I mean, they would know like John Walker and like.
They're like, ugh.
Yeah, but they like wouldn't people be like, isn't that the ghost who like fought Ant-Man and the Wasp like a couple years ago, or
no.
like isn't that like just a Captain America who was like a Russian and we're like
the Soviet Union?
Yeah.
Wait.
But the Winter Soldier, I like that one.
Oh, yeah, this is fucking Bucky over here.
I mean, he's not a senator anymore, right? That was very short-lived. Like,
yeah, no, he was like, bro, he was a freshman senator.
Yeah, he was a senator for 2 days.
Not bye.
Yeah. But then we get to the actual post-credit scene, and
First of all, Bob is like living with them in the fucking Avengers Tower.
I think not only because like they like Bob and he's their friend or whatever, right?
He doesn't have anywhere else to go, also.
But I also think it's smart because like you have to keep an eye on this guy.
Yeah.
And
who better than like his family?
Yeah. Yeah.
Family.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've seen some people be like they have like a romantic chemistry, him and Yelena. I don't see it as that. I really think it's like just a brother and sister thing.
Like I kind of like understand why, because it's kind of sweet, like kind of like a puppy love thing. But like no.
No, Bob.
First of all, I don't think either of them need that.
No,
and I don't think either of them could handle that.
No, because if this guy, like, let's say like she breaks his heart or whatever, right? He's breaking half of Manhattan then, because
not even that. It's just like emotionally, I don't think they could manage.
I just think mentally he's too unstable to even like handle something like that.
Yeah, it's not even though a heartbreak. It's like you get in a fight with your girlfriend and you're fucking like tweaking.
Yeah.
Like he gets like jealous or something, and he fucking like voids.
Yeah, he'll void out for like anything, but at least it seems like in the 14 months he's had it under control.
Yeah.
Not like he's not controlling his power. He just hasn't had anything.
Yeah.
He hasn't used his powers.
I reckon they put him in therapy.
I would hope so, but also
he's just living with him. Point is that like
so they refitted Avengers Tower. Here's what I have to say about the new like look, right?
Yeah.
I hate the A. I hate the way the A looks.
I don't even remember what the A looks like.
I'll bring it up. It's not the classic Avengers A. I saw that.
Bro hates change. By the way,
I saw that immediately said, "Ew." I was like, "That's gross." Hold on, let me show you.
But he's living in the tower, and Alexei pulls up, and he's wearing like the most garish, ugly, fucking like racing jacket looking thing that's supposed to be like their suits, and they're just like
you know what that reminded me of?
Do
you remember Fantastic Four when Johnny just had a bunch of sponsors on the Fantastic Four?
Oh my god, yeah, it was so ugly.
This is what the A looks like now. That's disgusting. That is awful. That cannot be.
Let me see it again. It's not great.
No, it's really not good. So they all have kind of like new looks. Yelena has like a new widow outfit. It's still green. I know it's because of like her vest or whatever.
Yeah.
That's like the color she's chosen. I think they will have to like give her a white widow outfit at some point, or just a classic black widow look.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know. Just cause I guess.
Yeah.
U.S. Agent has like a beret now, and he still has his fucking folded shield.
I don't know why he's keeping that thing, but I think it's because he's still holding on to the idea that he can,
Well, first off, his beret, right? He looks stupid.
Yeah.
You should have kept the helmet, if anything.
No, let's not go that far.
But the shield is it's mangled. Like
it's literally like folded into a taco. I don't know why
that can't defend you against anything. I don't even know. Like, it's not aerodynamic. You can't throw it. Like
he's just holding on to it for whatever.
Yeah,
reason.
Just throw it away.
It looks embarrassing.
Yeah.
They're hanging out in the tower, being buds.
Yeah. So it's clearly like rebuilt at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's shaped the same way, but I want it to be.
I think it is. I think it's just a different angle.
But so they're discussing how like can they be called the New Avengers because Falcon is upset because he's building his own Avengers team, as we saw at the end of Brave New World.
He trademarked the fucking name Avengers, which is hilarious.
Yeah, and Alexi's like, I am smart businessman. I have changed the name to Avengers with Z.
So dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb.
He's so funny. he has like Tides like sponsorship and
and Kellogg's
like
and shit.
Because the Wheaties books. I bet he went to them specifically and was like, "I have proposition for you. I'm businessman. I run business."
Wait, are you that guy that was in the news?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I am Red Guardian.
I mean, you did say New York.
My
Avengers.
team, the new Avengers, should be on
bad.
your Wheaties box.
They're not like listening. They're like, it's not bad. I mean, like, who do we have in the like lineup? Yeah, okay.
Just looking at like, oh, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. Wow, these are good guys.
We already did Captain America.
These are the best ones. Black Panther. Wow, fucking.
They're just looking at the ones like, what could do? No, Tony Stark instead. Yeah. Captain. Oh wait, no, different one. We already did him last week. Fucking no, he's still not there.
Ant-Man.
Hawkeye. No. Ant-Man. I don't know what he's doing.
Spider-Man. Nobody knows his real identity. How are we gonna pay him?
He's some fucking kid. Hulk. We already did him 2 weeks ago. Black Widow dead. Okay. Thor.
Is he off-world right now? I think so. Captain Marvel. She off-world right now? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. There's also she's impossible to contact. Yeah, okay. You can do you guys. Yeah, for sure.
Excellent. I will contact team for photo shoot.
Sure.
Oh, we're just gonna like pull your images from like Google or whatever.
Yeah, we'll give you like 15 minutes. Just fucking get him here, or whatever.
Yeah, but so obviously, I don't know if that's something because that post-credit scene, right? Mm-hmm. It was filmed on the set of Doomsday, so that it could even be like part of the movie. We don't know.
We don't.
Yeah, but
however,
what does happen is they get an alert from like deep space or whatever, and like something entering the planet's atmosphere.
And Red Guardian's like, oh, we can fly up there. We can fly up there with thing with Sentry, and then Bobby's like, I can't even do that. Actually,
I still can't use my powers.
And he's like, and then they're just like, fuck.
But like they what's good about this scene also like it just gets you a sense like they're still very familiar with each other. They're very good to good. They're bonded as a team. You know, because even U.S. Agent jokes like, what's he gonna do? Even if he was Sentry, he's just gonna like grab us and like we're gonna ride Bob up there.
He's like, yes.
So like,
Red Guardian on top of the Sentry, are beautiful.
He does say that.
Yeah.
He's so funny. He's ridiculous.
Yes. And then and the mom is like, I did the dishes.
Yeah, and that's good too, Bob. All right, I appreciate you, Bob, for that because not everybody would do the dishes.
You know what?
Because also
most of these fuckers are not doing dishes.
Because guess what? You probably have like a dishwashing machine, but you do it by hand. Do it by hand,
He
Bob.
probably just puts them in there because these fucking assholes don't do it.
Yeah, no. Red Guardian and Yelena, they're not doing it.
He probably has to take fucking Bucky's arm out of the dishwasher because apparently that's how he washes that thing.
Oh, I want to talk about like I said, Yelena gets a new outfit. Bucky has a new outfit also. I like the design. I think it's a little loose on him though.
I barely noticed it.
Huh?
I barely noticed it.
He has the star. That's all. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The stars on on this arm. It's based on like his Revolution design or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually a costume in Marvel Rivals also.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
It looks good. I think it's a little loose on him though. Maybe tighten it up
a little.
Yeah.
Let's see that ass Sebastian stay in.
Yeah. Like a U.S. Agent has the same outfit. He's just with his beret and his taco shield or whatever the fuck.
Dumb.
Yeah. Ghost I think has the same outfit.
No, I think it's a little different.
Is it?
I think it's a little like darker.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Like I think it just looks cleaner probably.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Doesn't matter. Regarding, I don't know. I assume he's gonna get a new suit for Doomsday.
No, 100% because he was wearing that awful fucking thing.
So I assume he's not gonna go into battle with the
Avengers
the
the
NASCAR New Avengers. Fucking
yeah, that's what it's like a NASCAR fucking like racer suit. It's awful.
New Avengers. I am businessman. I am clever, cunning man.
It's so funny, also.
Yeah. What was it? Deep Space.
Yeah, from Deep Space.
We jumble up these reviews too much.
Also, like they. I know. But shut up! I'm trying to say things.
Yeah.
They don't know how to use like the fucking like Siri for the tower.
Yeah. Well, they don't have like a Jarvis, so it's clearly.
No.
I don't assume like Pepper Potts would give any like Stark tech to this team. So I assume it's just like stuff that was built by like Valentina and Ox group or whatever.
Yeah.
But they do have like deep space scanners, and Bucky's like the only one who like kind of has an idea like what to do because I guess he was avenging for like a quick sec.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, tell her to like give you the rundown. I was going to do that. They clearly don't know who's the leader yet. Also,
no,
it's Yelena. It's gonna be Yelena. It should be Yelena also.
Bucky is well adjusted, but I don't think he would want to do it anyway.
No, it's just, Bucky's just not in a leader role for any of this. You know what I mean?
He's not made for it.
Yeah. I feel like they could have like skewed him in that direction in this movie, but like he's not in it as much to do that. You know what I mean?
No, it's her.
For him, it's just kind of a job. This is her family now. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for him, it's slowly growing to be his family.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's beefing with Sam also for the trademark or whatever.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? Mm-hmm. 14 months. Sam, get it together. Why don't you have an Avengers team?
Right? Maybe he does.
Do you think that's like the actual Avengers team? So, because, and like I said, I do like this team. Mm-hmm. This is not an Avengers team. Do you tell me these guys are gonna fight an Ultron level threat or like a Loki? No. No. I think they'll get to a point, or they might just be like the whole team together and be like, we're all fucking Avengers or whatever, right? Yeah. And this is just like they're like split them up whenever they need missions done. Like this is group Thunderbolts or whatever. Yeah. You know.
But this is a Thunderbolts. Let's be real.
Yeah. I also think that's why like the A is so fucking ugly. Yeah. Because it's not like the real Avengers. No. Because also, that's the other thing. The Avengers theme does play. And it's
a little different.
I'm too autistic to like not notice that it's not quite right.
There's a special interest if you couldn't tell.
No, they could tell.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell.
That's what I think is gonna happen there. Some people like because they could do like a Civil War thing with like who's the real Avengers, but there's no time.
No need. Also,
there's literally.
Also, I don't think any of them care enough to like.
No, because like obviously this team wants to be the Avengers or whatever. Because
they just want to be a team.
Yeah. But they can just be the Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
they could they could just be a group that like operates with the Avengers still.
But it was like Valentina that gave them that name, so it doesn't really matter.
That's the other thing. Like, can you just like, what if I'm just like, we're the Avengers of Cincinnati?
If you specify like the city, I guess.
You know what's funny is because they do that sometimes in the comics. There's the West Coast Avengers where they like have a headquarters in like Cali.
That's so funny.
Guess who's on the team? Hawkeye, Tigra, Mockingbird.
So nobody?
That's not even the joke team. The joke team are the Great Lakes Avengers.
Isn't Beast Boy in like the Great Lakes?
That's a DC
I'm so
character.
Stupid. No, I was thinking, but it was like there's like a team just like that. It was like for Justice League.
Yeah. You're talking about like Doom Patrol or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but like the Great Lakes Avengers is Flatman, fucking Mr. Immortal.
You lost me.
Squirrel Girl.
Actually, base team.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Base team.
Yeah, there's multiple Avengers teams. There's like the Dark Avengers, the Savage Avengers, Avengers 1 million BC. Yeah, so
that's different stuff. But anyway,
yeah.
I don't know why Beast Boy came to mind. That's funny. But it's like because he was part of the joke team. But anyway.
Yeah.
I think they're just gonna end up being the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Because I like this group. I'd like to see another Thunderbolts movie, but like they're not Avengers level heroes. You know what I mean? No, they can be like part of an Avengers team, but like this group altogether, they cannot fight. The Sentry does change things, but they can't control it.
No, 2 of these fuckers have Super Soldier Serum, and one of them is like
3 of them have it. Bucky, U.S. Agent, and Red Guardian.
Oh yeah, I forgot about U.S. Agent.
Yeah, they all have Super Soldier Serum. Yelena has nothing. She got that dog in her. That's what she got.
She got a spider in her.
Yeah. Ghost has powers that she can use for like a minute, but she can't like fly or anything.
I think she could probably continue to like work upon that.
Yeah. No, it'll probably get better. The Sentry does have like every power though. Yeah. But like they can't control it,
so it doesn't even matter. We don't have to encounter because Bob is just doing dishes. Okay.
I think they will use him though. That's why he's in the next
But like
movie.
he's like sitting there, he's eating ice cream, he's having a good time by the window.
Yeah, he is just chilling by the window. Like he's like a cat. Like
yeah.
He's sunbathing.
He's their little brother.
Yeah. Let's finally get to what the fuck's in deep space. It's
been like 5 minutes.
Yeah. So they look at the scan, and it's a ship that you might recognize if you watch the trailers at the beginning of the movie. And the thing turns very, very slightly. You see the light shine on it, and it has a on the side.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, so the Fantastic Four have entered this universe.
Literally, the audible gasp from the people behind me was so funny.
I know.
I was like,
yeah, everybody was like, The dad I was sitting next to was like, "Who's that?"
Bro was not here for it. Bro was here to accompany his kid.
Yeah. The kid. Yeah, because the kid was like, "It's from the Fantastic Four. You saw the trailer." I was like, "But that movie hasn't come out." I was like, "Yeah, but like it's."
That's so funny.
Yeah. So let's talk about them real quick, right? So, obviously they're here.
I knew it.
What do you think is happening? Because the only movie between now and Avengers is the Fantastic Four movie.
We'll find that in the Fantastic Four movie. But like the point, like I think, in their world, right?
Do you think they lost? Do you think Galactus fucking devoured their world?
Wait, what if it isn't the Fantastic Four?
And it's
their kids.
They have
twins.
Here's what I think.
They send them out like fucking Kal-El.
I don't know if they're gonna have twins, but they'll definitely have Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
Let me piece this together. My theory, real quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that Galactus in their universe, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna like defeat the Fantastic Four, and then but he's gonna be it'll be rebuilt basically by Franklin, because Franklin is that kind of like level character.
Okay.
And then Galactus will be like, "Oh, that's crazy."
What the hell?
What the helly? What the helliana? And he'll be like,
"What the hell, LeBron James?"
Yeah, he'll be like, "That we cannot fuck with. That thing needs to die."
Yo.
But I think that's also gonna like just the ability to rebuild worlds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is gonna be something that signals Doctor Doom. I think Franklin is gonna serve the purpose in the Avengers movies, that Molecule Man served in the Secret Wars like story, as kind of like the guy holding all this stuff together.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna get like their son's gonna get abducted, and the Fantastic Four is gonna be like the world be destroyed again or whatever, or taken over by Doom or whatever, right? And they'll be like, we need to get out of here. We need to like, or maybe they are like sending Franklin or whatever just to like protect him.
Maybe. To
like, there's a world with enough heroes where maybe he'll have a chance or whatever. And maybe.
So sad.
I mean, I don't think that he would be like left unattended. He'll probably like be sent with Johnny and like the Thing or something.
Or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it is just a Thing.
Yeah, you want to send him with that guy, like.
Just fucking holding him.
Yeah.
Just Frankie.
Yeah. Just like while like the Fantastic Four hold back Doom on their planet or whatever the fuck.
Sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
But I think that world's gonna get eradicated. So one way or another.
Galactus already here.
Yeah.
He's stepping on babies.
I think that that world's gonna get eradicated, wiped off the fucking map. And I think Doom is gonna like try to make his way across these worlds, making them do incursions or whatever the fuck. And I think the one that the MCU's universe is gonna do an incursion with is the X-Men universe. Because I think, and this was something that like I didn't even think of this when they revealed all those chairs, right?
Yeah.
What if like part of that story, part of that movie is an Avengers versus X-Men story, it's like fighting for survival, which world gets to live?
That could be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's the Avengers, but like,
come on. They'll obviously be like refugees from the other world.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of what we might be seeing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think I think even if they win against Galactus or whatever, right, that world's getting wiped off, like completely off the map.
Because you got too much happiness for too long. Okay.
That world, like, it seems so cheery, and I think it's gonna be hilarious actually, because like it seems so nice and cheery and very like smiley uncle fucking happy 60s like era type shit, right? And I think fucking Robert Downey Jr. is gonna like fucking eradicate it.
I am very excited, but I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Because I fear this is gonna be really sad.
Yeah. I hope these movies are good. I think Fantastic Four will be good. I think they're writing a lot on Fantastic Four also.
Yeah, because you know what? They're not the shiny new toy on the block anymore.
No. Well, they're not only are they like, not only at that point will they have like actual competition with DC, right? But
people have turned on them.
They have turned on them, but also the Fantastic Four is a property that's never had a good movie.
True.
So, it
does have a lot of love.
Yeah, people fucking love the Fantastic Four.
So it kind of sucks that it's never gotten a good movie.
Yeah.
But if it's a really good movie.
Yeah. I think that generates a lot of excitement for Avengers.
Kind of fucked up that they're gonna end up they're gonna kill that universe.
Yeah. I don't know. They might fix it in the end, but like you by the end of the Avengers movies, you kind of want the Fantastic Four on the same planet, you know?
Yeah.
So,
but like with these things, it's always a misdirect. So it's probably just gonna be like like one survivor.
Yeah, we don't know who's in that spaceship.
The thing.
Because what if it's not any of them? What if it's just Doom in there?
Imagine. That's sick.
I think that'll be like the end of the next one. We'll see. We'll find out.
Or it's just
the
Silver Surfer.
If it's a Silver Surfer, I feel like she could have just breached the gap herself, though.
No, she's like really badly hurt, and she's like, "You gotta do something. You gotta do something. There's bad coming."
That's what that is. That's funny because that's the exact like Infinity War storyline. You know how like in the movie the Hulk crashes through the Sanctum Sanctorum and warns Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
That Thanos is coming. In the comics, that's just the Silver Surfer's role. He's the one who crashes through the Sanctum and tells fucking Doctor Strange Thanos is coming.
Is Doctor Strange gonna be locking in like in the next couple like?
We don't even know he's in this movie, so I mean, he's in it. But
my
like,
brother, be for real.
Did you? No, we're not gonna talk about it here because we're not like. I don't want to talk about anything that's like not kind of concrete. But there's been like a leaked supposed Avengers Doomsday cast list.
Yeah.
With like the ones who weren't revealed in the chair reveal.
So anyone.
It's everybody. It's everybody who's ever been in a Marvel movie, basically. Just think about like who wasn't in the chairs. That person's in this movie.
The fucking Goose the cat is in this bitch.
Probably. But yeah, that was Thunderbolts. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yes, very good.
I'd like to watch it again, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for Fantastic Four.
Oh, dude, I am itching.
Yeah.
However, she does have some competition.
Yeah. I mean,
Jurassic Park.
Be so real.
No, I'm joking. Obviously,
that movie is gonna make money though. Like I told you, because it's gonna release before like 4th of July weekend, so it's gonna clean up. It's
yeah, baby.
For whatever reason, I don't understand it. It really boggles my mind. Right? Like Jurassic Park movies make so much money.
Let me tell you why. Dinosaur.
Like they're mostly bad, and like they make so much money. It really does like astound me.
Dinosaur.
Anyway, whatever.
It's because like dinosaur.
I think it also because I looked at the release of the movies, right? They're kind of spread out evenly enough where like they'll make enough money each. Because at the beginning of July, it's Jurassic Park for like 4th of July or whatever, so it'll clean up that weekend or what, and the following it's Superman, and then I thought the week right after was Fantastic Four, but it's not. They had to. It's a gap week.
That's good. So they're not like directly competing with each other, but they kind of are still.
Yeah, because people will choose, and like Superman is coming out first, so.
But
But he's also a character that has bad movies.
But people love Superman.
Yeah, it's almost the exact same situation. Back to basics. We got to make a good one. Prove.
The thing is, right? Is that like they're like
the thing is right there. The thing is the orange rock monster from the Fantastic Four.
You're lucky I didn't get that Deadpool today because I would be harassing the fuck out of him. I'm gonna get a Deadpool fucking Marvel Legend so I can like fucking harass his Marvel Legend.
No.
Yes. I'm gonna be on top of all your fucking Spider-Man.
No.
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 Say it ain't so.
It is so.
I will not go.
Turn the lights on. Anyway. But also, like, they're far enough away from each other that it's not like, this movie's not going to make any money either way. But you're going to see, like, a difference. You know what I mean? Like, whichever one.
I'm very interested to see. I want to see who's better. I want to see who makes more money.
But also, people are going to be, like, primed from Jurassic World because, like, oh, shit, there's, like, a couple movies out on theaters. Let's see what we're going to watch. Well, and that's going to be a thing.
I don't think so. Cause
no, listen. This is what I mean. This is what the fucking posters are looking like outside the theater, right? Hypothetically. Jurassic. Superman. Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Insane lineup.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a crazy lineup.
Right? Like, people are going to be like, shit, there's a lot to watch in the movies,
Well, I don't know that everybody's going to like, because people aren't like us that go watch like every movie.
Yeah, but like.
That's only like.
But people are going to choose.
Yeah. And I honestly, they'll probably choose Jurassic World. It's more accessible for like anybody's like, yeah, they're doing dinosaurs
Superman.
again, right? Yeah, but like, Superman's been in such bad faith recently.
Superman, back to being Superman. If you've seen any trailers about it, you can tell, like,
I don't think people are fully convinced. Not that I don't think it's going to be good, right? But I don't think people are fully convinced because like DC also like fucked themselves by making this universe the most confusing thing it's ever been. before this universe started.
True.
Like, I don't know. I'm just interested to see what happens.
Fair.
July is gonna be quite a month.
Okay, we're done. We're done with movie talk.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed.
We have one more segment.
Last segment.
If you'll indulge us.
Last time.
It's time for Do You Deserve the Ox or Do I? Because it's me.
It's past the ox, my boy.
Yeah. Who won last time?
Me.
I didn't post anything.
It was me.
No.
In spirit.
I
don't even remember what I said.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
this week,
Yep.
I've got 3 fun songs.
Yep.
They're all, like a nice, fun, good time.
Yep.
2 of them are by Joe Balance and Bray, which is just 2 white boys doing the white boy thing.
Yeah, they rap. They're not the Beastie Boys. They're different rap guys.
It's Okay and No Hands, featuring C-Drip. And they're both really fun, good songs.
What's the vibe for them? All right.
It's like it's not even like dance party. It's just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, fuck yeah. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go.
Word?
It's like, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's kind of like, I don't know if you'd be like, like folding your laundry with any music on, but you're folding your laundry like, oh, fucking socks? Hell yeah.
I fucking love socks.
It's gonna pump you up, but like not in a gym way. It's like a fun way,
Okay.
And the last one's Where's Your Head At, which is also like the same, but that's by Jax. By Basement Jaxx.
Basement Jaxx.
Yes. It's a very fun song also.
Fucking
have you bobbing your head and shit.
Yeah. My first song is Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now from Starship, which is the song they used to promote Thunderbolts. It's just been in my head all week.
Real.
Yeah. I'm back on my Feel It grind because David released his album and it has Feel It on there.
Slade.
So we're kind of in it again. And then my last one was
cheating.
It's not cheating. It's not cheating.
It's cheating.
Taking What's Not Yours by TV Girl. Yeah. I don't know. I just hit one of like my, you know how Spotify gives you like custom playlists or whatever.
Yeah.
It was on one of those and I was just like, okay, yeah, oh, yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah. So, that's Pass the Ox. Who passed Ox?
Me, bro. Me.
But me though.
No, we're having a good time, man.
Okay, whatever.
And also you repeated one, so
we can repeat them. It's been long enough.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yar.
Guys, say it in the comments. He's a dork. Say it in the comments.
They know. Do you know how long I just rambled on about the Thunderbolts?
And a half.
The Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts.
Yeah. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that episode, guys. I know
this has been the show.
I'll probably cut some of the Thunderbolt stuff out because we did go very rambly for a long time.
That's what we do, man. That's what we do.
But if you enjoyed the show, like, subscribe, follow us on our TikTok, our Instagram, and our Twitter. Share with a friend, let somebody know. Be like, hey, I like this podcast. And you might like it too.
Tell your dentist in the middle of a root canal. So, like, can you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to do something.
Get your wiener out my mouth.
Fuck off. Tell your dad's creepy friend.
Tell the guys you play Magic the Gathering with.
Don't tell those guys. Don't fucking tell them.
I say tell them.
Especially don't fucking tell Albert. I do not want him to watch this.
No, don't tell Albert.
Fucking dork. Anyway. Tell your crush about us.
Tell your Dominican barber.
Yeah, tell him. He'll like this.
Yeah, he might not understand you.
No.
And yell at you.
No. Yeah, he will. He will.
But he's gonna do that anyway, so
tell your mom. Tell us hey.
Yeah.
Hey, Barbara.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
And tell Young Gravy.
Okay, I don't think this is ever gonna reach Young Gravy, but we'll see.
No, but tell him.
Oh, sure.
But
on
the podcast next week.
We'll catch you guys next time. We don't know what we're gonna talk about next week, but
yeah, we'll never know.
Yeah, well, sometimes we do. Sometimes we have movies. But we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.